3, 2, 1.
Damn, that shit bust all over me, bro.
Damn, Asa. You're supposed to bust later, not.
I ain't got no patience, nigga.
All right. I hoodwinked you, Kennedy. You ready? I got a present for you.
What's up? What you got?
So we're doing a music pod. We're with Kennedy, two young guns in the music scene on the Beano stage. I figure there's not a more fitting thing to do. Ready?
bro.
You gotta have.
Bro! Shit! Fuck this! I don't need liquid death. I got Vino Speak Lemonade, bro.
Hell yeah,
A picture
dude.
a day keeps the doctor away.
I should have got two, man.
You gonna drink the whole thing?
Kennedy, this is like a 2-hour conversation. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah, dude! Holy shit! He almost did it!
So goddamn. Not worth the bit, bro. I'm about to be pissing.
That's the best opening to a podcast we've ever done.
Oh, shit.
Should have got two. I thought about it too. I said in the back of my mind, I was like, he's gonna clean house on one of these.
Damn. Definitely shouldn't have got two. I'm about to be sick. Fuck it. That was worth it.
Views. If you spew, it's fine because content.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll just clip that up and pray to God it goes viral.
The first ever puking on crashcast.
We've come close a couple times.
Corey's come close.
Oh yeah, big time. It happens.
there's a fucking part. There's a Benadryl song that they recorded live, and fuck, I can't remember which one it is, but fucking at the very end of it, Marcus threw up, and it's on the recording.
I love that.
And Nate Breeding was talking to us about it. And he was like, "Man, I just love live shit like that, you know."
I just love live shit like that. Like when someone throws up, spews all over the place.
He's like, favorite thing, love it.
Were you there? Did you see it happen?
No, this is like super fucking early Dryer Fire days.
Oh, okay.
This is like January of 2023. Ken wasn't even in the band yet. Like,
You weren't original to that?
No.
Oh,
actually.
I thought you were.
No, Dryer Fire's original lineup was just like Asa and Lake in Lake's apartment bedroom. Yeah, that would have been like late 2022.
Good humble beginnings. Apartment bands.
I was like 17.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, how old are you now?
19.
Are you really? You're 19? Oh my god.
That's
Good
that is the reaction I get from most people.
Good thing I'm done drinking. I almost was like, should I get like a 12-pack just in case they want some? I don't know. I'm a bad person. I didn't know that. I for real thought you were probably at least 21.
No, not at all. My
Okay.
19th birthday was the Ingrown show.
Oh, okay.
Like, so we were kicking it for a while.
Damn. So you're really how old are you?
I'm going to be 26 in like...
Okay.
Today's 16th. I'm going to be 26 in like 14 days.
Nice.
So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I do have lots of hang-ups about my age relative to the rest of Dryer Fire.
I mean, I get it. There was a point when there's a point when you're older where you're the only one that can play in a bar and the rest of your band can't. I've had those moments.
Yeah,
you're
that
like,
was me with Dryer Fire.
yeah, it's like I'm gonna drink. Sorry guys. You get caught drinking in the parking lot like those rascals last weekend.
It's like, hey,
that was
kids.
this weekend. Dummies.
If I have so much to say about that. As an annoyed Vino's employee,
Yeah.
I have so much to say
Yeah.
about that. Don't congregate in the parking lot.
Well, here. My whole thing is, don't do it down the door line.
No, down the...
like straight from the cashier's register.
There are like 10 windows.
Yes.
In fucking... And
The
there's
whole front of that building
front of
is
the
windows.
building. And, oh, God. There's...
Like, these kids are not secret about it anymore. No. Like, I was loading out one day, and I was just like a circle of, like, teenagers.
Yes.
Just smoking weed in the middle of the parking lot. And I'm like, Damn, bro.
No, there was like fucking 25 of them. I was like, what the fuck is going
My whole
on?
thing
A
was
fucking mob. The worst part is you see a gang of 16 and 17-year-olds. They're Dryer Fire fans. So like,
right. So we know who you're here for.
I
they
was
got the
like, I
fucking Dryer Fire
respect
shirt
it.
on and everything.
I appreciate. Hey, they're supporting the scene. I respect the shit
You
out
got
of
to
it.
get smarter about your adolescence
The
stuff.
thing is, you drove here.
That's
get
it.
in the car.
Also true. Also, look, 27 feet this way, and no one can see you.
Like,
Like,
I'll be like taking the trash out like night. I mean, you know.
oh yeah.
I fucking got 4 trash bags. I just look to my right, and then there's just like the whole like sidewalk is just like congregated, and I'm like, man, it's like 11:30 at night, bro. Go home.
Go home.
The show's been over for like 45 minutes.
It's one of those, you know. It's like that's the spot. It's how it used to be, though. It's nice. It's nice to see it again. I will say. We used to get yelled at, though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Wait, were you fucking? This is a weird question, but were you like coming to shows at Vino's and Scottish Brian was still the general manager?
See, I don't know. I think so. I mean, it's been, but I think he hasn't worked there for like what, 30 years. So maybe not.
No, he ended. It was 08 when he stopped.
Oh,
being
then
the
yes,
general
definitely.
manager.
Oh, then definitely.
Yeah.
I never saw him though. He was always the guy in the back, and I didn't know he was the manager then. I just thought he was just the Irish dude with the accent. Which it's wild that he's lived here most of his life, and that accent's still strong as a motherfucker.
Fuck, bro.
I want to get him on here so bad, but I'm afraid people are like subtitles.
Do that shit they had to do with train spotting. They have to like reshoot the whole thing and understand it.
Bro, Scottish Brian would kill a podcast,
He
dude.
murder it.
Like, dude is so fucking funny, man.
I don't know if he gets that he would be that good because I've asked him before, and he's like, you know, kind of like, like, dude, you would be the shit.
He's a very humble motherfucker.
He really
I've
is.
noticed. Cause like I remember Bircho Fest when Loch Ness Monster played, and like I remember him the entire time. I was like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna do, and like just being anxious about it, and then fucking killed it, dude.
dude.
Like Loch Ness Monster's like,
Killed so hard that I was like, well, I'm gonna make a point to see them, and then the next time they played was at what was that thing in the park we went to, Canis Bash?
Yeah, it was Canis, yeah.
And this man was like not having it. It was pouring ass rain. He was like, he doesn't even want to be there, so he puts his amp in a grocery cart, pushes it up on stage, leaves it in the grocery cart, plays the whole set, and wheels it back down. Dude, didn't give a fuck.
wait, did it rain at the Summer Canis Bash this year?
Yes, like a fuck ton.
That's crazy. We played the Halloween one in October, and it was raining. It was like we were under the underpass, and like we couldn't park close to the basketball courts because like fucking mud everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that shit was ridiculous. I hated
Did
it.
y'all play under the overpass? Because this year they just waited.
No, we played under it. We played under the overpass.
Oh, okay.
Like the shit was running behind as fuck because it's Little Rock DIY.
Right.
So we probably played like 2 hours after we were supposed to play. Bro.
The craziest thing about that day was that so Jacob had just joined the band. It was actually right after he did the podcast on this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had just joined the band, and our October was like fucking packed. It was insane.
It was like 2 or 3 shows a week.
No, it was fucking wild. And so we were playing this Canis Bash, and then we're going to Springfield our first time in Springfield, also playing a Halloween show up there. And so we get there. This show is like 7 hours long at Canis. It's raining the whole day. They're still doing construction, so it's like the whole thing is muddy. Like Eric has gotten his van stuck in the mud and pulled out before we even pulled up. And we're all like, I mean, it's
It's a shit show.
and it was fucking insane. And so Jacob has to get off work, and it's like 5:30. He's like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna make it. He pulls up. I'm like, nigga, it's the third band. I'm like, this shit was supposed to start at 2:30. It's the third band right now. And so everything's on the underpass. I don't think we figured out how to get our shit across the mud to the underpass until the third band. We were the last band.
Oh my god.
It was Billy Bats and the Made Men, Season Assist, Billy Bats, us. And there was no backline. And so there's no backline at all. So
So
you're
you're
supposed
tearing it off, putting it on every band.
every band.
Oh, Lord.
And then they were like leaving their stuff. And so
And I remember we were just hitting up other bands like, what pieces of gear can we use so we can avoid like? Because I think Skull of the Americas played. Did I end up using their kit or did I use Billy? No, I used Billy Bats.
Skull of America's opened it.
Yeah, I used Billy Bats' kit because they were right before us. Because we were just trying to figure out like, okay, what gear can we keep out of the rain? I'll be real, man. We were hot about this shit. We were getting mad when it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean,
When it
niggas was pressed. We was like, we're never playing Canis again. Like, we were just like swearing up and down, like, Jacob, we promise Canis Bash is actually like...
It's cool as fuck.
It's cool. It's really fun. It's
swear,
really
it's sick
fun.
as shit.
Bro, if we had taken a Canis offer for the summer and it rained, Jacob probably would have kicked me in my head.
No,
Could you imagine?
the wildest thing about it was like I'm hyping it up to Jacob because like me and Ken, we're like, you know, fucking bonfires, motherfuckers gonna throw their costume in the fire, fireworks, the cops are gonna come, it's gonna be fucking insane, it's gonna be fucking sick. And it's raining. All the skaters have left because it's dark now, and then they all went to some other fucking place.
Right.
And so we're just sat there, and we're just like, what's going on? And then Jacob's and we're just like, I promise you, man, this is like the coolest fucking thing, man. And then we play. Honestly, flawless set. I'm not gonna lie.
It was for,
Anger,
killed that shit.
dude.
bro.
Anger will make you play fucking amazing.
It was like one of our best.
No,
sets.
we'd passed anger, actually. We were just at exhaustion.
Yeah,
Because
we were
mind
just
you,
like,
it had
get
been
the shit
7
over
hours. It was a shift. We got there at
right.
we got there late, 1. But like, we got there at 3:30. Show was supposed to start at 2:30. And the first band hadn't even played. Because they were looking for Callie. And because Callie was sick for Skulls of the Americas. And Callie was sick. And so...
God.
They just played an instrumental set. Honestly, killed it. Sounded good.
It was fire.
Fucking, yeah, that whole thing. It was the craziest show. And then we played Springfield the next day. Also pissing rain in Springfield. But we played Lindbergh's. Awesome. Shout out Rock
Tavern.
Bottom.
Yeah,
Indoors
And
though?
everyone there.
That's indoors?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lindbergh's
that was
is sick.
was that the first time playing Springfield to you?
Yeah, fucking Springfield. Lindbergh's looks so much like Vino's, and that's all because there's an upstairs. You've been upstairs in Vino's?
Yeah.
It looks just like that.
Whoa.
And I remember there was I don't know, we opened the freezer. There was a freezer up there. We opened it up, and there's frozen cheese curds. And I thought to myself, Chris knew would have loved this.
The upstairs of Vino's is, I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly think you're kind of doing Lindbergh's a disservice. Their
Okay.
upstairs is okay. Like if we're going,
Theirs is like usable.
if we go off like bathrooms, especially like
Oh God.
I'm gonna be real. Like I've used
That upstairs Vino's bathroom's haunted.
It's
cursed, bro.
God damn.
I remember one time back when I was still working at Vino's, I asked Trey if I could go home to take a shit because the Vino's
Yes.
bathroom
I ain't
was
shitting in there.
occupied and the upstairs bathroom was not happening. I was like, Trey, I live 5 minutes away from my car. I know I'm working door right now. Just hold it down. I'm about to like give me 5 minutes to get there.
Yes.
5 minutes of shit. 5 minutes to come back. I'm back in 15, bro.
You can count as my break for the night.
He let me do it.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's any argument. Be like, bro, I'm not shitting here. I'd be like, all right, I don't believe you. Every time I go in there and someone is shitting, I'm like, that must have had to go right now. That's an emergency shit.
It's desperation.
That's desperation.
I love every time a band plays, and like sometimes they're just nervous, and they'll just like, you can just see them coming out, and you always know who's about to play next because like they're just walking out of the bathroom right before their set.
Uh-huh.
I remember, oh god, it was also funny because I remember the lead singer of Living in Fear the first time they played here. It was like mid set, and he just goes, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta piss. He got off stage, went to piss, and I think they were just riffing as an interlude. I fucking love that band, and I watched them do that, and I was like, man, I love this band.
I love this. Man.
One of
love
my
this
favorite one of those is, I don't know, do y'all know who Maylene is? I don't know, you might be too young. Yeah, it's like a southern metal band. But their singer, Dallas, he did that, was a show in Hot Springs, but he had a wireless mic, which he doesn't usually have. So he went to the bathroom and didn't miss a beat. He was sitting there taking a piss, screaming into it, like he's pissing in a urinal, just screaming into a microphone. It's one of the best things. People coming out of the bathroom like, what the fuck? Like, this dude's a rock star.
Badass, actually.
You gotta go. You ever made an accident on stage? You shit yourself or anything like that?
I have not.
I felt like I was going to before.
Yeah, like
I
throw up,
I get,
shit.
Fun fact, up and until December, I threw up every single Dry Fire show that we played.
In your mouth?
No,
in the bathroom.
Preset no, I would never go in the bathroom.
No.
I've been on stage setting up, and I'll be right back, guys. And I just go like yak, like just throw my fucking like guts out.
Yeah, is it a nervous yak?
Yeah, like I just got like crazy
Got
anxiety.
adrenaline, yeah.
I remember it was the funniest thing though. 2 stories. Death Rattle. The first time they played Vino's, we played with them, or no, the second time. First time we played together at Vino's. They just finished. We getting on stage. Zach Dees and Clegg and Peyton are outside, and like loading out. And I'm walking out, and they're like, "Hey man, you good?" And I'm all like, you know, like got the eyes, and I just fucking throw up on the sidewalk, and they go, "Oh man, you weren't playing." I was like, "No man, I just like no, that's like no, I throw up every time."
No, I throw up. This is my thing.
It's like but the thing is, I throw up, I feel great. I'm like, oh okay.
It's part of my process. You wouldn't
You gotta
understand.
go yak and you just fucking kill it.
And throwing up Afro Bites, not fun. You ever had Afro Bites?
I haven't.
Delicious. Fucking
is
food
it?
truck.
It's an African food truck out on is it right?
I think
Or is it?
it's out. It's a little bit past Children's Hospital down
Okay.
that way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you know where I'm trying to think. I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's right. You know the mosque on Wright Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like across the street from there.
Okay.
Next to the African store.
Okay. It's a food
Only
truck.
open on the weekends. Gas.
And
Noon
they
to
have
6.
bites. Okay.
And fuck. And that show we played in Springfield, that Halloween show, I'm dressed as the Pope.
And Jacob is dressed as a priest.
I look outside, and Lindbergh isn't. We're on like a big stage, and Lindbergh's is like packed. And I look out, and I was like, And I've never been to Springfield before. And like a bunch of people I don't know. And I was like, And then I just walked my happy ass outside, cold, in the raining. Walked my happy ass down the street, throw up in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then I came back. And then it was great.
I still have the video of that show on my phone. I need to post
Yeah.
it at some point.
But you
Shout out
didn't.
Bible Belt,
But you
by the
didn't
way.
this last time. You said.
Oh no, I haven't thrown up in a while.
Okay.
I've gotten to the point where like I can just play.
You're confident now.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not confident. I don't have any. I have confidence in my ability to play music
Sure.
at practice sometimes.
Sometimes.
If we just played a really good set, I had a lot of confidence in my ability to play music right after we finished this the Zash show. This
Y'all
last
did
one we
great.
just played. I was like, that was a good
I
set.
actually meant to tell you, best I've ever seen you.
Yo, actually, I appreciate the fuck out of that.
You killed that set. You were doing new shit. I heard things that I haven't heard before. I was like, is Kennedy throwing shit in? What?
I mean, this entire experience has just been like improving over the last, ever since really Violent Pack started.
Oh, right. Violent Pack. Yes.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Wasn't around long enough.
5 shows, was it?
Something like that.
5 shows, but we played some fucking crazy
5 shows, 1 secret set.
Yeah.
Oh, the secret
The
set. That's right.
secret set at Full
Yeah.
Moon. But yeah, because Violent Pack, we played with fucking Kind Eyes and Kaonashi and shit.
Jive
5
Bomb
shows,
Prevention.
Jive Bombs.
I mean, hey, you got
Prevention.
in, got the memories, got out. See ya.
Yeah.
I just want to just say, this is the only time Ken has ever forgotten any band that Violent Pack played with. Because
Normally I talk about it a lot. Okay,
when you were forgetting, I was like, there's no way.
allow me to humbly brag for
Do
a
it,
second,
dude. I
bro.
love it.
Actually, it's not humble at all. I'm gonna be real, bro.
It's all right.
I'm a rock star. I'm on a podcast, nigga.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Whoever edits this, jot this down. I'm the only nigga in Little Rock who in the last year and a half has played with Jive Bomb, 200 Stab Wounds, fucking Soul Glow. I'm about to play with Gel in September, Destiny Bond, and MS Paint, all at Bitterfest. Buy your tickets if you haven't
right.
already. Who else do I miss? Body Box, bro. I've just played a lot of
Killing
really
it.
fucking cool shit.
Right
And
out
the
the
thing
gate,
is
too.
Violent Pack was my first hardcore band. When I joined,
Wait.
yeah,
That was your first band?
when I joined Violent Pact, I couldn't even play a fucking 2-step. I had to get Zach Smith to teach me how to play a 2-step.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck's a 2-step?" And Zach was like, "It's just hopped on the drums," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Still couldn't do it, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, I want to stay humble, but also I've made a lot of progress.
You
I'm
have made a
proud of
ton of
myself.
progress.
But I mean, shout out to Will Clark for the advice, you for all the advice and shit.
Always.
Especially early on there, I could always come to y'all for shit, and y'all would.
Still,
on game.
always. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And we need more drummers, please, God. Anyone that's like, I want a drum, I'm like, I will give you a drum set.
Facts. At this point, like, fuck college. Use that graduation money. Like, recently, class of 2024, take that graduation money, get yourself a drum kit,
Get
bro.
yourself a drum set. There is not enough. That's why they're all in 5 bands.
No, dude, the process of finding a drummer for Dryer Fire, possibly the worst experience of my entire
Like,
life.
could have broke up over it. It was so stupid.
Like, no, okay. So, okay, Dryer Fire lore. There have been
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
roughly 15 people who have been in and out of Dryer Fire.
Really?
Up and until we, like, solidified the
Y'all been in a band
lineup.
for 2 years.
So it was the beginning of the band. It was just me and Lake. And then me and Lake would be jamming and be like, you want to know what would make this so great? A drummer. And so we were so Nate Breeding helped us out, and he would just like hop on the kit and just so we could just play.
Shout out to Nate.
Shout out to Nate.
Yeah.
And then we just went through anybody who would play drums, we didn't give a fuck. Anyone. I was like, anyone, because we used to practice at a location that can't be named.
Okay.
It was Vino's. After
right.
hours. It would be like super late after everyone's left.
1 a.m, fucking.
And it was like shift beers, and
Uh-huh.
we'd just be like, and just do something like us and Nate Breeding, or just like real quick, and like we just got the okay, and we're like cool, and so we just okay, and then it just wouldn't work out. It was like it wouldn't work out, and then at the end of the day, it was always just me and Lake again, and then we recorded something with Nate, and then Ken heard it, and then Ken was like, wow, these guys can play their instruments. And that was like, and Ken was like, sure, I need another band that's not Violent Pact. And and then
We all need more than one band.
we need more than one band. There's only so many of us. And then that was like, and then we added Cricket, and then that was like the solidified Dryer Fire lineup. And then Jacob got added, and now it's me, Ken, and Jacob and Cricket. And
It's been that lineup for a while.
It's been for the longest.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
the math
yeah.
recently.
It's been like 8 months, I
Okay.
think. Because, like,
Damn, y'all play a lot of fucking shows then.
you know, our first show was June 9th of last year.
Actually, we have
Fuck you.
So
Are you serious?
Yeah.
actually we have a notes app. We have every single show we've ever played
Oh,
in
man,
a
I
notes
love
app.
that.
Like written down, shows played and shows haven't played, and shows we're going to play. Hold on.
Did you learn that
check.
from Rachel? Because, like, she has, like, every
Yes.
show she's ever been to logged. And I'm like, that is nuts.
I don't know. Honestly, really,
I wish.
any organization in Dryer Fire is Brooke. Like, Jacob's girlfriend?
Yes.
Like, she...
At least somebody's doing it.
Like,
Brooklyn Brock is a fucking
yeah. 'Cause
star.
me, Jacob, Cricket, and Asa have one, maybe two, if you're being generous, brain cells between the four of us.
And your third one's made of pink lemonade now.
Exactly. Brooke, though, goddamn, like, Brooke's the GOAT. Like, I don't have to think. I just have to play the drums.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that shit. So
That's why you're
definitely shout out to
excelling.
Brooke.
You don't have to use the rest of that brain. You're just
do
like,
anything
just
else.
be a drummer.
Just play the drums. I fucking love it.
There you go.
20 shows in 2023.
It was
What?
20.
Wow.
So, in 6 months, 20 shows in 6 months?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we were playing up until the very end of the year. Our last show was December 17th. It was my dad's birthday. And I just remember being like, Dad, I have a show in Memphis. I love you, though. Because it's Memphis, so I still got to kick it with him.
Yeah, that was when we played with A Kiss Before Dying at Haven House, right?
Yeah.
And we were all playing Fortnite before.
Yo, that was the best.
Bro, house shows are the most fun shows.
That the band that just played?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just
okay.
played with them and Zash.
Also,
That's Friday.
like, super fucking sweet people. I'm not going to lie. So much love for Memphis. Memphis
It's the second home.
is
for real.
like, bro, love those motherfuckers
Like
so
the
much.
Little Rock Memphis hardcore scene is like this. Like,
Oh, good.
I consider most of those Memphis boys to be Little Rock locals, and I feel like they feel the same way about us. And so, like,
Hell yeah.
and like Brody and Drew are always putting us on.
Do y'all
good
play
shows.
venues there or just house shows?
Well, we opened for Soul Growlers.
Oh, that's right.
Chain Snatcher, yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry I keep hitting this camera, by the way.
Oh,
But,
it's fine. It's not on me.
But No, and we played High Tone Small Room a couple of times.
Couple of times.
Three times?
3 times?
3 times we played High Tone Small Room. So yeah, but honestly, the house shows in Memphis are like we played this. Chain Snatcher just played this fucking garage in Memphis, basically, with this band from Bowling Green, Kentucky called Black Forces. And they're like the meanest, most hateful ass, like, DB band I've ever heard, dude. Like, the fucking singer's like this huge black dude with like a fucking anarchist tattoo on his spine, and they're fucking got Malcolm X samples and shit in their set.
Oh, shit.
And it's just, ugh, like...
We were playing with them, and they actually have the exact same Malcolm X sample that we have.
Oh, no.
And, no, honestly,
No, sick
it was
fuck.
sick as fuck.
Okay,
I was
okay,
like,
okay.
oh, hard. These guys, I was like, okay, we're on the same
know
wave.
what's up.
We're
They
on
know
the,
what's up.
Did
yeah.
you use it at the same show?
we don't have
use
a
our
sample.
samples live. So.
Yeah,
Why not?
we're lazy. And
I
we
don't know.
want to
Okay,
set the sample
that's
pad.
fair.
I don't know shit about shit.
Most of the time, if there's a reason, if we don't do something live, it's just because we just are
Lazy.
lazy.
Yeah.
Like, we are. I honestly. Oh, one more thing. Shout out Snooki. Also played that show. Hard band. They're playing with Gasket. Also dope band. Also shout out Dismal. Also dope band. I just love most of the bands we've ever played with. And
That's pretty good fucking track record.
I was
I
like,
mean, we just
I was
play
like,
with bands that we like, and like it's just so fun. Like it's.
Well, you're
fucking
living in the
awesome.
right moment for that whole genres, so
Yeah,
it's perfect.
For sure, dude.
The fact that that's what you like and it's what you're playing is good for right now because it's everywhere.
most definitely blessed until this hashtag hardcore bubble pops. But
Sure.
In the meantime, though, I'm about to keep riding this wave and keep having a good ass time.
Hell yeah.
Like it's fun.
It is fun. I
I'm
miss.
also about to plug Bitter again. Come check it out, and you can see all.
When is it?
September 27th and 28th.
Okay.
26 and 27?
I thought it was 27th. Wait, is it
Kurt wins
28th?
Bitterfest.
Yeah, Kurt wins Bitterfest.
Yeah, shoot.
Oops, we should know.
Then we got a research guy. That's sick as fuck.
Well, I would usually, but my phone is the redundancy. So if all this fails, we at least have something.
Something.
September 27th and 28th.
Fuck.
Yeah.
27, 28. Stupid Asa.
Yeah. Shut the fuck
God,
up, nigga.
man.
Listen to me. Sit down.
He is.
This may I I didn't graduate high school
Hell yeah, dude.
or college. I dropped out of both
Wait.
actually.
They
So,
let you into college after you dropped out of high
I
school?
got my GED.
Okay.
Actually, crazy thing, the pipeline of dropping out of high school and then getting a job at Vino's and then getting my GED and then dropping out of college because I wanted to pursue my hardcore band.
Yeah.
Possibly the stupidest series of events I could have taken as like having a good life when I'm 40.
Sure.
It's a good time now. It's chill now.
Hey, if you meet enough people and do enough things, you'll have a good life.
Oh no, I'm definitely
I'm 40.
trying
I'm
to, like,
40.
fall
Says a
my way.
40-year-old who's living a pretty decent life.
I'm trying to fall my way into 35K a year.
I feel like that's probably doable now. I mean, what's 30?
I'll make it happen.
What does that break down to per hour? Like 18? I feel like you can get that.
Possibly.
Do you know how to weld or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay.
I know how to make pizza.
The lesson that I learned.
Open your own pizza truck.
I don't know how it happened, but I really look at the Bitter Boys, like Stan, Ted, Evan, Reed. Like I look to them for inspiration. 'Cause,
Sure.
like them niggas is old. Well, they're older than me. And so like,
Hear that, you old crusty fuckers?
but the thing is like it seems like they were just vibing, making good music, booking 6 shows, and then they turned 30.
Right.
And then shit just kind of worked out. So like what I'm hoping is that like I'm just gonna keep vibing, making good music, and maybe book some shows, and then when I turn 30, hopefully shit'll just work out.
It kind of does.
See, that's what I'm saying. Something just happens when you're 30, bro. You know, you have your fully formed adult brain for like
It's the
4
brain
years.
thing. You just like, you're all right, this is what I need to do. You cut out the bullshit. You're like, maybe don't party every weekend. Maybe do this. Maybe.
Facts.
You just focus a little better.
See,
you
I'm
know?
gonna turn 26. All my mental illness will just disappear once I have a full cortex.
Fuck yeah, man.
Right?
Hell yeah.
And then I'm just cruising for 4 years, bro. 30, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna be like a fucking lawyer doctor like Stan. Like this shit.
Yo,
Is that nigga a doctor?
I don't know.
no.
He does some smart nigga shit.
Fair enough.
I don't know what his job. I thought didn't he work in healthcare?
He did for a minute.
He did for a while.
Lawyer doctor told
Lawyer
you.
doctor.
Have you caught Stan in the daylight, bro? He looks like.
Oh, he wears suits and shit.
Bro
Yeah,
looks like. I told him once. I was like, you look like the token member, like a token brown member of like Weezer's and shit, bro. Like he has like the button down shirt and like a sports coat and like the glasses.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that fit walking out with an iced
With the
River
iced
City-
coffee, bro, coming
Iced
out of
River
River City,
City.
bro. I was like, yo.
We were outside of Leo's kicking it one day, and we were just like just had our coffee or whatever. And the motherfucker just walked out with sunglasses and a fucking whole ass like suit and shit on.
I was like, who is this nigga?
I was like, I've seen this man chief a vape on stage. I was like, what?
While probably holding a mace of some sort.
Bro,
or
I'm
something
saying
crazy.
this is the same man
Yeah.
who broke his hand. What was it, moshing Zach, like hitting Zach in the head, bro? This man's got like a fucking iced caramel macchiato, like venti, like with the coffee ice cubes and shit. Like walking out of fucking River City coffee shop.
Stan can vibe any situation.
That is true.
He can just go, you know what, this is what it is. I'm going to make the best of this thing.
Facts, man. That man is vibes. I look up Stan so much, bro. Like, I want to be you when I grow up, my guy. Hats off to you.
Aspirations.
For real.
Yeah, you going to have kids?
I don't think I'd be a good parent.
Yeah, same.
Stan's a good dad, though.
I think I would.
Stan's a kick-ass dad.
I'm kind of selfish. You know, I would do things and they'd be like, "Where are you going, Dad?" And I'd be like, fucking what's your business?" The lights are on, aren't they?
Don't worry about it.
Here's the internet. No, that's bad.
Nah, man, I didn't get the internet, man. I got told to go outside. My dad's old. He's like 66.
Whoa.
And
So you weren't a planned baby, I assume.
actually, yes, I was.
Really?
My oldest brother's 40. No, wait. Oh fuck, that nigga's like
84.
No, that nigga's oh shit, my brother's older than fuck. My brother's 44. My oldest brother's 44.
Damn.
And
He's over half your fucking age.
my brother was 20. My brother was 24 when I was born. I've got like 5 siblings, like in all of them, like overall. But I think my dad did plan. My dad just wanted 2. My first brother, my full blood brother, he was like, not to put my folks on blast, he was an accident. But
Most first ones are. Hello.
yeah, but I mean, my dad had already had 3 kids, and so it was like 1 more, and then my dad was like, "Yeah, might as well have 2," and then 1 more, and then that was me. And God, it's so fun.
He just
so
likes
fun.
round numbers.
Yeah, maybe. I was like, and that motherfucker, but he'll just be like, he doesn't understand it. Like my dad thinks like music past 1980 is like new. Like Nirvana to my
Sure.
dad.
Still hot and fresh.
Yeah, Nirvana to my dad. My dad will explain my mom's. There's a 16-year age difference, but when you're like 44 and she's 27, it's like fine. And
Sure.
My
Parents had a 15-year age gap
yeah.
for sure.
So my dad was like, I don't know about all that music your mom listens to. Kind of new for me. It's like fucking Motley Crue. I'm like, and I fucking love Motley Crue. Also love the Eagles. This is again like these 2 things. But like my dad was like, that's kind of new for me. And so
Here's John Cougar Mellencamp.
yeah, like fucking no, like Conway Twitty.
Oh, yeah.
My
Even
dad will
older,
whip
yeah,
that
yeah.
out, like, and so, my dad's old enough to remember when Bottom died. My dad has said to me it wasn't the same after
absolutely,
Bottom
yeah,
died,
yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck, you're old." And
That's old.
But my dad just would never get that we were on the internet. Like we're always on the internet, and like that shit was like new. He was 40 when the internet happened, and then and so fucking, which makes
Damn, that's crazy.
which makes it even funnier when he pulls up to my show, like a hardcore show. And I remember, I think the Ingrown show, it was like the first time my parents pulled up. I let them pull up. They make me anxious.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
so they pulled up to that, and they were gonna stand at the front, and I was like, I don't know about all that.
All the other old people are in the back. Go in the back.
You should stand back there.
Yeah.
You should. And my mom and dad. No, we just want to.
Yeah,
Just the first song. And I was like, the first song's a side to side thing, because that was when we were doing like the intro to Lynch.
And they had to explain
And
to
so
your mom
it's
what
like,
side to side is.
and I was like, no, because the people are gonna like, they don't care. Like they're, and like my dad had just had a heart attack, and so he was like feeble, and like and I was like, you guys should just really stay in the back. And then Ken just comes like. I'm like, and then I'm just watching motherfuckers just side to side, and I was like, yep, okay, so that's why I wanted you guys to stand in the back. And they were like, yeah. The whole
Who was it
thing.
who brought like their parents or like their aunt or was it Clegg or some shit like that? And like I kept hitting them.
Jacob Clark.
Like, was that before he was in Dryer Fire?
I think it was the first Death Rattle show. His dad, his brother, his brother's girlfriend, like his whole extended
The
family.
whole fucking family show.
But they were on the side wall.
And you know how when I do my side to
That's-
sides, I like
that's not a good
lean
spot.
forward and like I do that kick at the end and just like if you're up against that wall, like I'm throwing my entire body at you.
Yes.
I'll hit like 5 motherfuckers. And so Jacob Clark's basically entire extended family were the victims of that. I think a couple of them had beers, like I knocked the shit out of their hand. Like it was,
But like respected them, they were fucking with it.
yeah, they were like, oh shit, fuck yeah, that's fun.
Like,
oh, we didn't know.
I mean,
You crazy kids.
they were having a good time. I was
Dad's
like,
nose bleeding. That was fun.
I think his younger brother started hitting side to side. It was either that show. He came to another show and he was hitting side to sides and shit. I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
fair enough. And like,
Love to see it.
love to see it. Oh man.
Oh yeah. You see a lot of parents now. It's the wildest thing. Right now it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's all the young like what was it? When was that show? Friday night?
Yeah.
It was like the average age was like 17 years old. 100 people in that room and it was like holy hell.
Dryer Fire fans, man.
There's a lot of them.
You see the high schoolers who can't two-step?
That's
That's the Dryer Fire fan.
I'm gonna be real. It's crazy because they're not too much younger than me. I mean, like Beckham and Peyton. Beckham was in high school when he was
Right.
in Zash. Like when he started Zash, they started Zash and shit. I remember it was just like because there wasn't a lot of us running
yeah,
around.
all of this has happened in like the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's truly been
came
just
out of the
like
pandemic and like
boom, explosion. It was starting though. 19 was a big upward tick, and then it all just kind of got taken away. And I feel like a lot of y'alls were just hanging on, like fucking just hungry, ready to go.
I feel like it was that first.
And once it opened back up, it was a fucking just.
Do you remember that first Eyes Up show out of the pandemic?
Yep,
I feel like that's when it just like.
I feel like you're right.
That's where it started.
That shit was crazy.
That first Eyes Up, like
There was like 200 fucking people there.
Yeah.
that was nuts.
that was the one I think where it's like, okay, now it's really time for this shit to just kick off, bro. That show was fucking bonkers, bro.
Bonkers.
It's funny that actually my first show you put on. It was Punks for Paws 2019.
Oh yeah, that was Chris and Kurt and yeah,
Y'all put on
the
that.
crashcast thing.
That was my first show, and I remember, fuck, it was like Any Given Room and Levels, and I can't remember any of those are the ones that stick out.
That was the first one.
The first one, well, it wasn't the first one. It was just 2019.
Oh,
it was like late
2019.
2019.
That was
right,
the first one, right? That was the first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. That was right before the pandemic, and I
Yup.
remember, because I was a freshman in high school. I was like 14.
That's so crazy.
I was 15.
That's
I was
so
15.
fucking crazy.
I just turned 15, and it was.
Damn, this shit made me feel over.
I was like 37. What the fuck?
I was with my friend Keegan and Carson, and I was like, because I didn't know there was like a scene here, like or anything like that.
Right, I was gonna ask. That's one of my questions for the younger kids: is how do you find something like this? That's
Actually,
I love this story. Please go, Ethan.
okay, so me and like my best friend Ray, we were like 14 or 15, and we were like, okay, this is the most like 8th grade, summer of 8th grade, so like 8th grade going to 9th grade
Yep.
like idea or thought process. We just thought, well, let's just look up Little Rock and punk, and just see what happens.
we'll just Google it. Of course, Eureka.
See what happens. And the fucking first song that came up, not a Trusty song, not like any of that shit, not Iconochrist. It was fucking Shark Week by Benadryl.
Wow, really?
Benadryl is still possibly tied with Death Rattle, my favorite local.
Okay.
And like I remember, like, cause yeah, they were my 2 favorite locals, and just because of like personal shit.
Sure.
And so, and I just love fucking Benadryl and Shark Week. Me and Ray have been listening to that song.
Every day of the week.
Well, it was clearly the very first thing you
Yeah.
heard.
It was
I
like-
guess.
Oh no, I'm fucking mixing it up. It was 2020 because that's when the fucking song came out. But it was 2020 and that song came out, and we were like listening to it, like, holy shit, this is like they're fucking cooking.
I just
like,
love that it was an aha moment to use the internet to find the thing.
we were like,
Little Rock, punk.
I remember they were like, we went to like this like one of the first shows out of the pandemic was. It wasn't even supposed to be a show. It was Marcus's birthday. They got out of hand. The word got around town. It was me and my friends pulled up, and like one of Marcus's friends invited us to the show. And then I remember Marcus came up to us and was like, "And who are you guys?" No, it was Alex Cash.
Oh.
And he was like, "Who are you guys?" And they were like, and we were like, "Oh yeah, we know so and so, and they know Marcus." And they were like, "Okay." And it was like some crazy shit. It was like a shed, and I just remember like. The greatest moment of my life was seeing Shark Week in a shed live, and I was like, and Phil was on bass, and I saw Nate and Tanner, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. And then I started working at Vino's, and like I go in for my interview, I see some tall, dark-haired motherfucker with a bandana on the fucking pie side. 9:30, 10 in the morning, I look up, and then Philip goddamn LeBeau. And I was like, and then I was like, holy shit! It's a fucking rock star! And I was like,
I love that, man.
And now it's just like fucking Phil. I'm like, I was like, this motherfucker I switched shifts with.
You're like, God damn it, Phil.
I was like, I love that motherfucker though. Shout
I do
out.
too. I love Philly.
That's
Totally.
I remember, but Phil and this guy Flynn.
Isn't it funny the feelings you have when you first find like the love or the brain sparkles? You're just like, whoa, and you're so young.
It's just like
you're a kid.
Yeah, and I know the same thing happens.
This is so crazy.
Phil will talk about this band like Matt Nicholas, and like
that's the band.
Oh no, the drummer Matt. He's in Loch Ness Monster with Scott.
Oh okay, yeah.
And he was in this band Pecker Wolf. With you remember Pizza Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in that show band with Pizza Bob, and I remember Phil has the same reverence for that band that I have for Benadryl, but fucking Phil doesn't get my reverence for Benadryl, but he'll talk to me about Pecker Wolf, and it's just like this line, and this is like this funny connective line from like this band got this guy like kind of started in it like loving it, and then this guy's band got me loving it, and then, but anytime someone says they like Dryer Fire, I do the same shit they do. I'm like
You sure about that?
We're alright. We're cool. This is my first, like, because I mean, Dryer Fire was my first.
It's weird to say
band.
anything positive about your own shit.
Yeah, because I feel like a dick.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've gotten a little bit over it. Like, I like to talk about it as like something I'm proud of instead of like egotistical. Like, oh yeah, no, we're the shit. Nah, fuck you. You stink. Like, you don't have to suck because my band's good. Your band's good too.
Yeah.
It's just like you can just be happy that you're in a good band because sometimes you're not in a good
You
band.
should hear about the way I talk about Dryer Fire when it's just us around, bro. I do have an ego. I'll admit it.
Everyone at a practice base or something, you'd be like, yo, we fucking killed that shit.
Fucking 8. I don't disparage other bands, but like I do be like, I believe in the Dryer Fire hype. I'm on the Dryer Fire hype
Hell yeah.
train. I just like, I've seen literally all of us improve so much since we started.
Absolutely.
This. Because like not even just me, but like Asa, you're fucking killing it. Your ear for tone, your riffs.
But
your
also,
riffs
well,
are
I was
dope.
just fixing to say, y'all's ability to take not criticism, but like advice. Because remember, you ask a question or we'll say something like, "Yo, try this, do that, blah blah," and you're not like butthurt about it. You're like, okay,
like
cool.
I think that is the greatest advantage of Little Rock's scene over like any other scene.
Yes.
Is that it's like we're all accessible to each other.
Yeah.
It's like that Arkansas versus everybody shit. Like I'm so for that, bro. Because
Oh,
we
it's my
are all
favorite.
we've got.
It's my favorite
It's
fucking.
all we
yeah.
like. We're all we got. We're all of our best advocates. We all want to see each other shine, and like a rising tide lifts all ships. And
Absolutely.
shit. And so it's like, bro, if I'm about to get free advice from niggas who've been doing this shit for like way longer than me, why would I not?
I'll even take advice from people who haven't. Because
That's
I'm
true.
like,
Because you can still learn shit from like
new ideas can
like
still be a good idea.
Yeah, because like I'm be real, like Peyton from Death Rattle,
Yeah.
like he's been playing drums way less amount of time than I have, but frankly is a fucking freak. Like one of the most talented.
Some people are just that fucking good.
like one of the most talented. Like the saying, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work very hard.
Right.
Peyton is talent working very hard, and like
Double threat.
Like yeah, and like since he started I'll say it, Peyton is a better drummer than I am at this point, bro. Like, I don't even feel some type of way about it, but like, I can go to him and I can ask him for like, yo, what gear are you using? What technique did you try for that? And he'll tell me in a heartbeat, bro.
Absolutely.
The kid's fucking good. The kid's a fucking beast.
I like that that's getting built into the whole thing now too, because I think a lot of the older ones, we didn't get that shit. so I could figure it out. But now everyone's just like, don't be a dick. Just here, and information's free now, so just give it away. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and we just make everybody better.
Do you understand how many fucking times I've explained my light show to people? Whoa, how'd you do that? I'm like, dude, it's like $150. It's not impressive.
But yeah, and like now Arkansas's got all these fucking dope ass bands.
Yep.
Little Rock's got all these dope ass bands, especially in hardcore. And Drain came on their tour and stopped here and shouted out a bunch of our local bands.
A lot of bands have been doing that, huh?
Yeah. Like
bigger-
it's
Fucking, the Drain Death Rattle shout out. Fucking crazy.
dude, bro.
Kennedy in the back.
I was just like, yo! I was like, that's my boys! That's them. Death Rattle's been like our sister band from Jump, dude. Like, it's hard not to be happy, bro. Like, I mean, like, them, like, those are our boys. They work so fucking hard. They deserve that recognition, bro. And especially because, like those niggas love Drain. Like, the Drain's, like, one of their, like, favorite bands. They're an influence for them. Like, so that for them, like, that would be, like, if it was Gel and they shout out Dryer Fire.
Okay.
We'd fucking explode. We'd lose our fucking shit. Like, they needed that. And, like, that's...
Like the Angry Bird.
For real.
Goddamn.
Like, bro, that was it. That made my whole week, bro.
Fuck yeah.
It's crazy because I've heard. That was crazy because I remember I've heard fucking Jacob and Peyton cover "Feel the Pressure" at practice.
There you go.
I'm like, I heard that was my man. Like, I mean, Jacob has the tattoo. Like, they love it. One of the first bands like I know that nigga ever saw. Like a hardcore, like
It's
my
huge.
contemporary.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was just like something crazy to me about seeing the band, and then like who like I've seen them cover just at practice, not like playing. Like they weren't planning on playing it. They were just riffing. They were just like that's just like something they wanted to play.
Right.
And they were just like, and then just Drain shouted them out. I was like,
That's good. It's like verification.
For sure.
It's like, oh, we're solidified now. Like my favorite band knows who I am. That's crazy as fuck.
It's insane.
I've played with some of my favorite bands, and they walk by and they go, "Hey, great job," and you're like,
For real.
"That's not real."
Bro,
You're lying, dude.
we played with Soul Glow and like,
that was.
cause cause I remember I just straight up asked because a bunch of bands tried to get on that show, and somehow we were the only ones, and so I was like, why us? And they're like, well, we listened to the music. They listened to the Chain Snatcher demos, and they're like, we were fucking with it, so we were like, we want y'all to open. And I was like that, and I was like, y'all fuck with us like that. And they're like, yeah, it's pretty good. And like, Soul Glow are just casually like they like Chain Snatcher. And, like, it's crazy. I got to meet Pierce, like, the lead singer for Soul Glow, and, like, we just chop it up now.
Love it.
Like, we were talking about politics the other day on Instagram. just like...
You're like, I'm just casually shooting the shit with, like, somebody I look up to now. But didn't they just become your friend?
Yeah, it's just, like, it's fucking insane. Like, it's... Why? I mean, it's like that, too. Like, Brat, like, Dustin Egan, the drummer for Brat, like... Talk to Dustin all the time. He's a cool fucking dude. He's gonna be here in September when they open for Guar.
Well, that's cool too about y'all's generation. Y'all live in the most accessible time.
Yeah, so you
in
can just
human
meet
history,
people.
and then you can just keep up with them.
Yeah.
It's not even like before. It was like, well, I guess I'll see you in 3 years because you got an album cycle to get through, and then you'll come back. It's not like it was, or unless you were like super like connected, then you got a phone number, but you're like, don't call them, waste their time. That's crazy.
But yeah, no, it's just like on Facebook. Like I remember when Dryer Fire dropped our EP in September, I sent it to Dustin, and he responded, and he was all like, "Oh yeah, we already listened to it." Like fucking Brat was listening to the Dryer Fire EP
Sick.
in their van on the way home.
That's what's
from their run.
Hell yeah!
Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. This is a band that's about to open for fucking Guar. Like, or is like what?
They're going on tour with Guar?
Yeah, like.
What the fuck?
Just like.
That's cool.
Like the EP. Like the EP. I don't even like that EP sometimes. Like,
doesn't matter what you like. There's dude, that's everything. We just put out that whole record, and there's pieces I can go, I should have did this thing or that thing, and it's like, you'll never be 100% ever. There's no such thing.
For sure. It's just like it's cool. It's a lot of people that I really look up to.
And y'all have done it in the shortest amount of time. Maybe it's a record.
It's crazy.
Oh god.
Preposterous.
When you're all just getting better, so there's no, and you're all like playing more together makes you tighter. You know how it is, and then you just more. So like in 5 years, what do you think? I mean, it's been 2. Imagine 5.
It's wild to think about.
Yeah.
You should have seen when right around this time last year,
Mm-hmm.
around this time, we would practice like 4 times a week.
There it is.
We
I was
were-
just talking to Kurt about this shit last night. Really, truly was. That's so important.
We were like to the point, like we were like practicing to the point that we were like getting like sick of each other.
Yeah, like we would meet up basically every other day.
Yeah.
To like practice what we wrote or jam or try to write new
I
stuff.
had this idea. Y'all got to come to the space tonight.
Yeah, and like me and
not the
Aces
space, Ken's
specifically-
great grandma's.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
in my
shit.
grandmother's living room, dude.
Your grandma's living room?
Yeah, like
Shout out Gran.
yeah, shout out for real. But like me and Aces, like especially between Dry Fire and Chain Snatcher, have we gone more than a week without playing with each other in the last like year and a half? Maybe once or twice.
That
That's great.
fuck no. I thought there was one time, but every time when Dry Fire was slowing down towards the end of last year,
But then we
obviously.
started picking Chain Snatcher back up.
Yeah, but then Chain Snatcher was getting expeditious, and so we were so Chain Snatcher would meet up twice a week.
Until very recently, Chain Snatcher would practice twice a week. Like I think it's only been like 2 or 3 weeks where we just switched to 1 a week practice with Chain Snatcher.
Yeah, and that was just because Dry Fire was also picking back up because we're writing new stuff now, and just because the writing process for Dryer Fire was interesting just because we only had 3 songs when we debuted. So we weren't writing because we wanted.
Yeah, I was there.
I mean,
Yeah,
Like,
our-
did this man
our
just
first
play
set
8
was
minutes?
8 is generous. I think it was like 7.
It was 7.
It was fucking incredibly short. I was like, they got all that gear together, came up here, played. Like, fuck.
It was funny because even when we started, one song that I will admit to hating that I wrote, "Good Old Boys," I don't fucking like that song, and entirely because of me, because I wrote it, and
Right.
I didn't like it anymore, and I was like, this is ass, because I mean, all the first 3 Dryer Fire songs are my first 3 attempts of writing hardcore ever. And so like I'd never done it because like hardcore relatively is new to me, and so damn, this ADHD through line, I promise
You're
it gets
good.
back.
Hey, I love it.
Uh,
That's this whole podcast, dude. It's fine.
I remember because I was like old school punk shit. Anyone who knows me will know like the Germs, fucking Black Flag, Minor Threats.
Right, but
on any
without
given
that,
day,
you don't have this. So, like, that makes sense that would be your
I mean,
through
because
line.
the through line, like one thing I say about me and Ace all the time is like, we're kind of hardcore kids, but really, we're chain
Punk
punks.
kids.
We're
Right.
chain punks who are just so chain punk that we like some hardcore.
Absolutely.
And then it turned into a lot of hardcore and power violence.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Power violence. That's the other one.
Yeah, because I mean, I grew up like Fiddler is one of my favorite bands ever, but like hardcore, like contemporary hardcore, even the older shit, like Gorilla Biscuits was probably
yeah.
like one of the like first like hardcore straight up.
Yep.
The bands that I got into, and then but I was like when I was younger, but I mean like skate punk, like all that shit.
Was
is-
that because of your friends or your parents did that?
It's my parents, my mom and my aunt were like punk adjacent in
Really?
the 90s.
Okay.
They had homies and like, cause like I talked to my mom about the Misfits and she would be like, oh yeah, the Misfits, fucking hated Last Caress, these most annoying fucking kids who never, cause they would sing it in like a shocking way. They're like, oh, I'm saying the fucked up thing, and like my mom didn't fuck with the like she fucks with Danzig, like mother, like she fucks that
Mother.
shit. But
Now he's out here trying to sue everyone.
For
fucking
real.
guy.
And so, like, I mean, like, old school punk, like, Crass.
Yeah.
Like, I've talked to Ted about this, but, like, my love, like anarcho-punk, Crass, like, this band Crisis. Like, there's a million, like, bands I could say, but, like,
Sure.
those are the bands that got me into, like I was even into surf, like, waves, like garage rock, that, like, shit like that. And, like, so, like getting into contemporary hardcore, like Ceremony was probably one of the first bands I ever got into like that.
Facts.
And then that just kind of grew, and then, like, when I started at Vino's, I was really starting to get into it because I was like 17, and I was like find some new stuff because like you can only listen to so much stuff so many times. I'm getting into even new stuff, and I mean,
Oh wow.
And it just,
that's
like-
weird. That's wild. You said that. You can only listen to stuff so many times. That was all we had. We were like, oh well, I have this 5 albums. I guess I'll just. This is all I have.
Yeah.
Like, there's no endless stream of music
There's-
yet.
Future is
There's-
now.
That's so crazy,
I
man.
I would oscillate from genuinely like late 70s anarcho punk like to like fucking folk punk. and like just like
Fuck
or
yeah.
or just like
Folk
to
rock,
waves,
yes.
and it's like some like shit like that, and so like I'm always been a person where I've never understood like being like, oh, I only listen to this.
Genre.
Like I only listen to this
Yeah,
genre of this, that, and I don't fuck with it. I think it's generally, not gonna lie, I think it's fucking stupid. Like I'm like I
It's
think
stupid as shit.
I think it's bad if you want to be a musician, for sure.
Definitely if you want to be a musician. But I still
Yeah.
think in general,
In
like,
general,
you should
like,
broaden your horizons.
there's so much,
Absolutely.
But
and
especially as a musician, you need to be listening to as much kinds of music as you can.
I've gotten real bad about new music. I don't really, unless somebody sends it to me, I won't find it because I don't like streaming and I don't,
that's
Bro, I'm
right.
gonna start sending you so much music.
That's fine. I'll listen. If you send it to me, I'll listen to it. and then like if I like it, I'll be like, oh, that's dope. If it's on, I'll fuck with that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't have like playlists or none of that shit. My wife does. So usually it's just whatever the fuck she's
I
listening
love
to.
to play this. I'd be sending Ace music randomly at like 2 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
sometimes. I'd be like, what do you think of this band?
I remember I did that with this band.
I got nightstand mode. It won't.
Me and Ken will do that. Like, there's this one band, fucking. Oh my god, why can't I think of their fucking name?
Is it one of the ones I sent you?
No, it's fucking. Back
Those
brace.
are white.
Fucking. Oh my god, I can't think of the name.
It's
Fuck.
okay.
I can't think of their name right now, but they're sick. They're out of California. Like
Y'all
most
know
of them
so
are.
many bands
Is it
out of
Cinderblock?
like just.
No,
Or is
it's
it,
Oh, that's a hard
God
ass
Awful?
band name.
No, God Awful's
Cinderblock.
also sick.
Okay.
1 second, I'm just gonna piss me off.
That's all right. Go for it. What about you, Kennedy? How do you find hardcore music? What's it?
I just like, I mean, the r/hardcore subreddit is a good place to look. A lot of times though, I was
So
just
the
like,
internet.
Yeah, the internet. Like, a lot of times I'll just go onto Spotify.
Ceramic, sorry.
Ceramic.
There you go.
Ceramic's
Bro.
like the shit. I'm sorry.
Ceramic's
Ceramic's
awesome.
fucking hard.
They just dropped a new record a couple months ago too, and it's like, oh, chef's kiss, bro. Shit is gas. Like, they're doing very similar to the stuff that Dryer Fire is like trying to do. So
Okay.
like, Ceramic is sick. Ceramic, Ceramik. Check them out.
Ah, with a K.
Yes, but like, yeah, like I would just go on to Spotify, find like an artist that I like, and then you can just like do an artist
Rabbit.
radio.
You can rabbit hole that shit.
and
quick.
then like after a while, the algorithm just like figures out what you like to listen to.
Yeah.
and you can just like,
They have like an AI DJ now too.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like you can just like go through the AI DJ, or you can have it make playlists for you of like songs that you've never listened to before, and like, and also there's just different websites also that just like can like get into the Spotify algorithm and then like can use it to make like their own playlist of stuff that sounds similar. Like I pulled up listening to some power violence band earlier that I never heard of, and Asa was all like, "What are you listening to?" And like I checked my phone and I was all like,
You're like, I don't even know.
"I don't even know. Shit's
Wow.
sick," and then I save it. Like, yeah, because like one thing, so like I'm also like a bedroom DJ, like I DJ at home, so like that's how I find like house tracks and shit too.
I just thinking like headphones on, like next coming to you, like no one's in the room.
No, Asa was over there dancing in my room the other day. It was just me and him. I'm
Hell
just
yeah.
over here mixing his shit, and like, but yeah, like that's how I found different house music tracks. It's just like I listen on Spotify until I find something that catches my ear, and then I go see if I can find it in a record pool somewhere.
Okay.
So like, yeah, that's the internet. The internet.
The
It's just a
internet.
powerful tool.
It is, the most powerful tool, for sure. If used correctly.
If used correctly. You can use it for the forces of evil.
Oh, dude, it'll tear you apart quick.
For sure. But like as far as like if you're like just if you're an audiophile, bro, now is like the greatest time to be
True,
alive.
that is the most
Because
true.
like
for
you
sure.
said, like back in your day, like
Yeah, no, really.
like all you had was what you had, and then what you could go dig up. Like
If because you get raised on what your parents like, then you get rebellious and you try to find your own thing. That's like 8th, 9th grade, roughly. That's what mine is too. Like when you were saying 8th, 9th grade, I was like, damn, that was same. Literally 15, just like mind explosions.
Yeah.
Corn? What the fuck is corn?
The greatest band of all time.
They had just come out. It was like fucking, oh my god, all in biscuit. Bro, what the fuck? And then somebody's like, fuck that shit. Here's a band called Zayo, and I was like, what the fuck?
yeah. And it's like now it's like
And that all happened in like a year.
yeah, it's just cool. Like I can like I found like this one track that was like a sample of like Indian monks like doing like vocals.
Oh,
but it
some
was
of that-
like that.
that
But
throat
then
shit?
but then like it has like house music, like a house music bass line under it. So it's like it's like oh like, and that was the track. The shit slaps, bro. I couldn't find that shit if it was 1997. There's no way. I don't even think you could make it, but there's no way in fucking hell.
Well, the
Like,
80s kind of had some shit like that synthwave era
Yeah.
that they did. But that was like when shit was like, look, it's got one key and I can make 30 notes on this one key.
yeah,
The
like,
experimental versions.
yeah. So it's for sure. Internet can be cool. Can also suck, but it can be cool.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship for sure. This is my age though too, because like some days I'm like, why am I even the fuck on this thing?
Bro, you're just 40. You talk like you're like way older than you
But
are.
it feels like, well, I've also been working construction since I was 14, so like I feel older.
That's
than
your
I am.
problem.
It's my inside feeling. My brain is
Capitalism is the issue.
my brain is 27. Always. I'll forever be 27 in my head. That was my favorite year of life. Still, I'm just like, dude, that shit was awesome. I was playing with like every band I fucking loved. It was kind of like what y'all are going through right now. It's like everything was good. And I was young still, could still fucking fuck for a long time. I had a lot of energy and stuff. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Now I'm like, don't forget to take your heart medication. Don't have alcohol or cigarettes. Fuck. Like I
Goddamn.
fucked myself into a lame ass bitch.
Nah, bro, you're cool as
The
fuck.
best I got is Lame Johnny. That's the coolest thing I do.
Bro, lame bro, most of your projects are sick as fuck. Like, get the
I like
fuck
'em, I
outta
like 'em.
here, dude.
Crows is about to start playing shows. I'm really happy for people to actually see that.
Fire, dude.
Hell yeah, they are.
I love that band a lot. We're working on a record and everything. We sent off the stems to the engineer and everything. So like,
Let's
things are
go.
moving.
Y'all cooking.
We're Lame Johnny's cooking. We got 4 new ones in the chamber.
Yeah, you know what? Because we were trying to get you at Sour, because I'm still trying to put that show together. With Loch Ness Monster.
With Loch Ness Dude, Lame Johnny, Loch
I'm
Ness
trying to
Monster,
do,
get
because
the
like, they want to
fuck
come play
outta
Sour
here.
too. And then, like, bro,
Just put it in the fall. Because that's when we're releasing the EP and shit. It'll be
fall will
prime.
be perfect. It won't be fucking hot.
It won't be hot. It won't be 60-year-olds dying on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
If you hit up Buckshot Princess, because I think they still want to play with you too. That's it.
What a show.
All right, Crashcast listeners, keep your ears open, your eyes peeled. Be on the lookout. We're gonna do it. Lame Johnny, Buckshot Princess, Loch Ness Monster, Sour House, sometime in the next 6 months.
That'd be like November.
Huh?
That'd be like November.
Yeah, it would probably actually have to be like November, because
Yeah, yeah,
Fun
yeah.
things we have to do, but
there's
Yeah,
shit.
no,
there's,
November's great.
things are popping off. Things are happening. that-
November works for me. I like cooler temperatures, especially for playing.
me too. That's
Especially
such a
house
great fall
shows. Because
show.
house
dude.
shows get hot fast. And I sweat like a diabetic.
Yeah, like
oh my god, that fucking
me too.
Yeah.
I was worried because our Sour's AC went out this week, and I
mean-
was terrified because like I think we're getting taken care of, but you know we've got that Chasm show on the 24th.
Well, just have everyone bring a window unit.
Everyone bring a window. Man, that show's
Free
gonna be so
entry
fucking
with
packed.
window unit.
I'm hyped.
Oh shit, the fucking power exploded.
We're about to First to Burn is about to play in my fucking living room.
That's sick.
Like
That's gonna be
I'm
a
just
fun
imagining
fucking show.
fucking
When is this?
this is 24th.
yeah.
Are we doing something? I think we are.
That's Chasm. Pull your card in First to Burn in my living room.
Whoa, in your fucking
In the living room. This shit's gonna be insane.
It's a Monday.
It's ooh baby. That's trivia night. Cool. I can be there. Is it
Yeah.
Sherwood?
Sour House? No, we're around Little Rock.
Little Rock.
Yeah. It's
why I thought
like
it was
South
in
Little Rock
Sherwood.
off of Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's
I know where that's at.
for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna say my address.
Yeah, don't
on
do
this
that.
Podcast,
Yeah,
But
don't
I'll
do that.
text you.
But I will say they're right.
Please don't.
1427.
I can tell them where you. We leak
Don't just
addresses
dox
now.
each other.
We doxing each other on the pod.
Could you imagine how funny that would be actually?
Okay, I'm happy. One.
No. Listen, we don't like
701
to
Chester Street. No, everybody's still the Vinos. No.
That is where they need to go.
Oh yeah.
Sorry if y'all see me itching. I got bit by a bunch of ants, so like I'm a scratchy boy. I've been working in my yard for the last 3 days. Yeah, like for real. Had to completely work on my lawnmower. You know, real adult shit.
That is real adult shit.
Yeah, had to replace a bunch of parts on there.
I thought all grown-ups made enough money to just pay someone else.
Hell
to do it.
no. No. Plus, even if I had enough money, I wouldn't pay someone for something as simple as cutting the grass.
I would, nigga. It's like 95 degrees outside.
Yeah, but I got a riding lawnmower. It's a little bougie. Yeah, I got a big yard.
The riding mower.
And I got like an ivy garden in the back with like a trail.
I mowed Sour House's lawn.
And I and I threw up.
No, it was. I got off work because they don't have a lawnmower, but I do. So I got off work,
Oh,
got
I
my dad's
see.
truck, got the lawnmower in there, drove to Sour, and then cut the grass, like there's just at least the front lawn,
As
and
people
like
were walking up.
and like, and then I was like, oh, it was like, what show was that? It was the fucking Kid Cole.
Yeah, it was the one that like, was it literally the last show we had?
Yes.
So it was that Pet Mosquito.
Pet mosquito?
Yeah, and Children of the Rat Temple.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, it was sick as fuck.
Are they from here? Are those local bands?
No,
Oh, okay.
they were touring bands.
Okay.
They were dope, dude.
Pet mosquito. That's a wild one. The band names don't matter. You just have to be good.
Our band's fucking named
Dryer
Dryer
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah. No, they don't matter. If you're good, it's a good name.
Dude, I was at LDB talking to fucking Scott from Maggot Stomp and Evan, and Evan was talking to him. I walked over because I was getting this chain, and then Evan just goes, "Oh yeah, this is Asa. He's in a band you probably seen me post about Dryer Fire." The confusion this nigga looked at me with, I was like, he was just like it's a dry fire or like it's like
Oh, like the fire's drier than normal.
or like.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. That's the thing. A lot of people ask me that.
Really?
It's a pretty frequent question.
This fire is really dry.
It's a very dry
Oh,
fire.
we forgot to change the lid.
I just assumed the appliance, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it
thank
is
God.
indeed it's actually a Vino story. Like
it's an inside joke.
yeah, it's
Oh,
about
upstairs?
Yeah, the dryer
Yeah.
has caught fire like 3 or 4 times.
It was just once.
Just once.
It was
Oh,
just
okay.
once.
Well, yeah. So
For this story, it's 5.
yeah, for the story, it's 5. The
Yeah.
Vino's dryer has caught fire 5 times.
There's actually a note on the dryer that's like, "Hey, change the fucking lint."
Yes.
That's the reason it didn't. That's the reason. That's what happened. They didn't.
I hate when I do that at home. They pull a fucking sweater out, and I'm like, babe, what the fuck? I could wear this as a garment. Holy shit.
You should save it, and you can use it as fire starter.
It's the best fire starter, as a matter of fact. You were in Boy Scouts?
I was.
I was
in
too.
Boy Scouts.
I made it almost all the way to Eagle Scout.
Same. I got to life and then stopped.
Yep.
Like,
No, well, he's a fucking Eagle Scout. Did you know this about him?
No, but like
licensed fucking legit Eagle Scout right
well,
here.
knowing Kurt's an Eagle Scout makes it a lot less prestigious.
Isn't that
so
fucking insane? Yeah.
Fair.
Hates
I
being
definitely could have
outdoors.
did it now.
If you were like, Kurt, let's go start a fire, he'd be like, absolutely not.
Into that fire safety shit
But by definition, he's the most qualified in this room.
to start a fire.
I could do it.
I
Listen,
believe that.
I'm an adult. I own a blowtorch. I don't start fires. I just fucking
Said
have
I don't
a
need a
blowtorch.
fire.
Yeah.
I have a Bic.
Yeah, and they're cheap as fuck. And if the world collapses, they're at every gas station across the whole country. You'll
Was
be
it you
fine.
that asked me that? They were like, "How do you start a fire?" And I was like, "With the lighter."
With the lighter. I think it was the guest. Was it Sam?
I think so.
Sam?
I think so.
I think it was Sam.
With a lighter.
And I was like, "Yeah, with the lighter."
With a lighter, because it's 2024.
I think I'm out there with sticks. Like,
I can't.
Wood.
I did start one with a water bottle once I found out you could do it, just to see if it was possible.
What?
You can, yeah. It's like a magnifying glass. You just tilt it with a curved edge, and then you just find the sunspot and wait. Boom.
I've done it with a 9-volt and a steel wool pad.
That one's fun. That's just fun. That's just good old fashioned fun. You ever stick your tongue to a battery?
No.
No.
It's getting real white.
9-volt. Yeah. well, I was gonna say.
ever stick
Let me
your tongue
white
to
it
a
up a bit. The big batteries. Y'all probably don't even know these. They used to have bigger ones that had 2 steel prongs on each end for like bigger flashlights. And I did my tongue to one of those ones. A lantern battery. Thank you.
That's where the riffs come from.
You're like, yeah, that explains it.
God
You
damn.
electrocuted yourself.
You go look the car battery, you just making like sick.
Car batteries are definitely been hit by those a couple times.
God.
Every time you lick it, a new riff gets stuck in your
You're like,
We're about to write an entire record.
I just have my guitar, my DAW, a battery. What's the battery for? Inspiration.
God damn it. It's to make the synapses fire.
That's what it is. It's superhuman. The battery gives me my ideas.
Dude, I wish it was that easy to write a riff. I wish.
It is. You just free flow your brain.
Dude,
Stop
sometimes
thinking.
it is, and then sometimes
Oh, writer's block is a motherfucker.
it's not.
Yeah.
Dryer Fire, like Chain Snatcher, we just write like we just spit them out.
Loosey goosey.
Like Chain Snatcher has like we basically wrote our entire EP. Like we're just waiting to record now at this point.
Oh,
But
very
like
nice.
Dryer Fire, like it'll be like sometimes because like we're doing some writing for Dryer Fire, and like the first two songs, Asa, excuse me, damn.
That pig lemonade's making a comeback.
So the first two songs, Asa comes with a riff. We spit it out in like a practice or two. Jacob came with a
Love
riff,
it.
spit it out in like a practice or 2.
Mhm.
Got to the third song. We've been working on this one for like a month now, and then we wrote a fourth song.
And
We're in the middle of writing this third song.
So can I ask you, is the third song worth writing?
I think
Or
so.
why not just...
Well, that's funny because, like, to me, I personally I think anything can be left if it's just like not good enough.
Right.
Like I don't care. But
Yeah, I'll throw away anything I'm not fucking vibing with, for sure.
it's like I'm vibing with it. You know when you like. Because like we've written songs like Dogfight. Dogfight didn't sound like that. Like the like
They morph.
they more like Dogfight.
No, I mean like the way Dogfight sounds now. It took us like 2 months to write Dogfight, and that's like one of our most popular songs now.
Okay.
And then you have like Never Was, which is also like a fairly popular song. It's off of that same split. And like we jammed that one out in 10 minutes.
That's usually what it is. Those ones are usually the best ones. But that's crazy that took 2 months and it's your better song. It's almost always...
I think
the
it's
ones
our second most streamed song.
Okay.
Or it's going to be. Because I mean Torture's at like
Torture's like crazy. Torture's got almost like 5,000 streams.
Oh,
Which
damn.
is fucking
Oh yeah,
awesome.
I forgot to tell you, we hit 5,000 the other day.
Oh, Torture has 5,000.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, there was something I was supposed to tell that motherfucker about. I was like, there's something that happened. I remember it was like I was at my partner's house, and it was like the middle of the night, and I sometimes just check the shit or whatever, and I go, oh man, Torture hit 5,000 streams. They went, oh cool. I was like, well, there's that.
It's more than cool.
Honestly,
That song will be out. Did we release it last July? We released it ahead of the EP, or maybe last August.
Y'all
it
ever,
was last August.
do y'all ever do any music videos?
No.
No? Don't want to? Or
We can't.
is that not a hardcore thing? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't know the-
lazy. I mean, this goes back to
that's
the
fair,
lazy
that's fair.
thing. I'm like, we can. I'm just like,
We're all kind of just figuring it. Like, Dryer Fire is my second band, and it's like Jacob's second band, but also like Jacob's first band was Death Rattle, and it's Cricket's first band and Ace's first band.
Right.
So like we're also like figuring it out.
Right. Right. Well, because music videos can literally just be anything. You can go on YouTube, type in Dryer Fire, just take all the shit people have shot and put on YouTube and just cut it to a song.
That is true. I don't know. I've talked because we've like bounced ideas around. I know, and this is probably just the nigga in me, but the music video I have has to have a lot of ass.
That would be hilarious. You
Maybe
should
that'll
do
be
that.
Chain Snatcher that does that. Chain Snatcher should do the booty video.
That
I mean,
would-
I want it to be like a 2006 like rap.
Just
music
put a
video.
bunch of chains around the booty.
Let's get into like a like
Like
you know we
Mr.
need to all
T
get
style.
like shiny sparkly suits, bro, and like you know the room like with the like with the mirrors and shit.
Absolutely. And the wide angle lens, not the wide angle, the what's the other one, Kurt? Not a wide angle, huh? Fisheye.
Facts.
Boom.
Actually, we're just gonna
You gotta
remake.
go, and you got to go like this.
We're just gonna remake My Generation by Limp Bizkit's music video.
Hell yeah.
Like
you
that's what we
should.
gotta do.
My generation.
Kennedy, take him to the Matthews Bridge.
This was this nigga's vocal stem for like 2 fucking months. No, I swear to fucking God, this motherfucker would walk up to me and be like, take it to the Matthews Bridge. I'm like, nigga, god damn.
Bro, I fucking love new metal. Like, I'm so real.
As you should.
I will be the honest hardcore enjoyer and say it right now.
The original version of it before it was called new metal was like that was the peak new metal.
Like modern hardcore, so much of it is inspired by these new metal bands from the 90s. And they won't admit it, but I will. I will gladly admit it.
I will die on the hill that the heaviest riff ever written is the end of Korn's Somebody Someone.
Facts.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I stand by.
Yeah. And I've seen it live a bunch of times.
You seen it live? That's so fucking sick.
Oh, dude, I've seen Korn fucking 20 times probably. Easy. I've watched them. I've traveled to see them. I was
the
a
biggest Korn
fanatic,
fan.
dude.
Corey, that's pretty corny.
Yes, it is. I'm a corny boy.
Bro, Korn's fucking sick. Bro, I'm listening
Hey,
to
listen,
new metal on
I
the
used
ride
to
home.
spell my name like corn. That's how big a fan I was. K-R-Y, backwards R, you got it. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, was this on like your school, like your
Hell
homework?
yeah, you know what?
I,
I would take the eraser on the notebook and erase out the color. Remember you could do that? Did y'all have that with the
Yeah.
notebook? And that's what I would do across the front of it.
that's
With the S,
preposterous.
you know, because the S was new for my generation. we had just found that.
Bro, I'm just imagining you, like, signing the loan for this house.
He was there. He can attest to it. He was there.
Corey
Jinko
with the backwards
jeans, long ass hair, corn shirt, almost every day. I had one for the chain wallet. I had it all.
Fire.
If you see a pic of like that kid, that was me.
Do you have that picture?
I have one, and I don't know where it's at. It's when I'm on crutches because I broke my ankle.
Can you edit the picture and post on the video? I want to see that.
I'll try.
I'm willing to make you a trade. I'll send you the picture of Asa hugging his mom at that Ingrown show.
I didn't like it. Oh,
I'm not embarrassed by that.
Oh, okay.
oh, I'm not embarrassed by my
Well,
photos.
there you go. It's easy.
I used to be. Once I got like cool, like once I was like cool, that was stupid.
No, that was cool.
And
What
now
are you
I'm
talking
no,
about?
it was that. But you go through like a phase where it's not, and then now I'm like, yeah, dude, that was fucking rad as fuck. I would still dress that way if it was like,
Bro, I'd fight. If you find your pair of Jinkos, I'll buy them.
dude, I still have my lip ring hole. I didn't take it out till I was 30.
Motherfucker turned 30 and was like,
Yo, I had my lip
pass.
ring longer than you've been alive.
God damn. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can still put it in there. It's still a hole. Like it's still a hole. Uh-huh. It's just there forever. No, I cannot. I cannot be a 40-year-old with a lip ring. That's not going to happen.
Yes, you can.
You can do whatever you want now. That is
Exactly.
kind of what's cool about now. You
The
can
future's
kind of
now.
just do what you ever want. Yeah, but I can't. I can't do it. The first when I got it pierced, the night I got it pierced, dude, I was so stoked. You know, because you want it.
Yeah.
You got to talk your parents into it, please, please. And I do now because I'm married and I'm less of a garbage human. But I didn't sleep with bed sheets for like ever because I didn't want to do it.
Rock and
I
roll
didn't want to put them
lifestyle.
on because I was, you know.
Rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah, I was asleep, and the ball got in the mattress fibers,
Ooh,
and
shit.
I rolled over like middle of the night sleeping. Yo, not a great way to wake up.
But you put sheets on then.
Yeah, I didn't. I just started sleeping with a pillow.
It's just fun.
Oh my God.
Even still, I have a hard time. I'm like an arm sleeper.
I feel that.
Yeah.
When I got this septum, I was like, it was last year, it was like a year ago almost, or a little bit over. And my my mom earlier in that week, I was 18, so I could do it by myself. I had made the appointment. My mom just randomly was like, man, I just don't like septum piercings. Like, this, like, she was just like, I don't like it. I went, I didn't say anything actually.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's crazy. And then I had made the appointment. Then I go get it. I go, and then like I walked over to Vino's because I got it at 7th Street. Then I walked
Hell
over
yeah.
to Vino's. I was like, yeah, I did the thing. And then I went home. And then my mom just looks over and goes, I was just talking. I'm like, and then she came around to it and she was like, okay, fine, whatever.
It's cool. I got my lip ring at 7th Street. It's awesome. And then went to Vino's. Almost everything at 7th Street I would go. Like this one I got. It was my fault. Like it's fucked up. Because like I got it, walked across the street, played a show. Sweated it all out. Like right then and there. I was like, maybe not my best moment, and I just never went and got it touched up because I'm like, I remember the day. Like,
True.
That's fair.
even though the artist would probably hate me because I've been going to him for 20 years.
Yeah, I was just there Friday. Like, I was actually
Get something?
Huh? Well, no. What happened was I was loading in gear, and like the stud out of my nostril piercing popped out of the post because I went to like wipe my face.
Yeah.
Because again, it was 96 goddamn
It was
degrees.
fucking hot.
And I was sweating profusely.
Praise
and
God
I was
they got
like,
that air conditioner
what do I
working
gotta
back
do?
there.
And then like I was like, wait, 7th Street's around the corner. I went there, put the little stud back in, like $10, in and out, like this middle of my load in. Like 7th Street is goated. My piercer is Jess. Shout out to her. I don't even know if she listens to Crashcast.
I don't know. I hope she does.
But if she does, you're
She
that nigga
should.
for real. I'll see you in a month when I gauge my septum up again.
Whoa.
Fire.
What are you going to?
10 to an 8.
Oh, my goodness. What are you trying to get to? You're not trying to do one of the big fat bull ones, are you?
I'm just gonna keep going until my brain is like, you're good.
Okay. I like that.
Actually, this piercing is a 12 gauge, but I never sized up. It was just how this is the one I got.
They pierced you.
Damn.
Crazy.
I remember. I
Then
think
we're
it
just
was
going to
Jess.
remove part of your body, not pierce it.
At that point.
I think it was Jess who did it because I have this chain. I wear this fucking chain like every day.
Right.
And I walked in there, and she was like, "Huh, well, we have the 16, the 14, the biggest we can do is a 12. The 12 though, I really think, which is because that chain you got, like, it really would go well with it. And I just really think that. And then I was like, okay. Because I don't have any other piercings.
Right.
I don't have any tattoos. I have no other piercings besides the septum piercing. And
See, I got nothing to go off of.
I said to her, and she goes, "Is this your first piercing?" I go, "Yep." And I'm like, "I'm sure is." And then fucking, like, she was like, "I don't have anything on me," and I just walked in there, and pulled this big fucking needle. And I went, "I'm regretting this decision." And I was like, I don't like stop doing things. I don't like be like, no. I just do the thing.
You just got to go. Yeah, I don't either.
And
I do that too. Just, fuck it, I'm here.
Motherfucker, this shit went through, and I was like, and then she slid it in. It was fast. Like, she did a great job.
It's
but
crazy how fast it is.
it's wild. But then everyone would be like, but my septum hurt was sore for a longer period of time than like most people's. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. You have a 16. Anyone would talk to me about it. Like, I was like, you have a 16. You have a 14. You have a 16. You have a 14. And I was like,
Mine got gauged immediately.
I was like,
and I
was like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure your stopped was completely fine after like 3 weeks. But like, man, if I could explain the amount of like blood and shit that came out of my goddamn nose after, cause I went home, I was picking like blood out of my nose for like 3 days, and I was like, actually the fucking first Q-tip I stuck out there, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
it was fucking
Oh, yeah.
nauseating. I was like, it was like covered. It was red, covered in fucking blood. I had put the spray in
Those
there.
blood veins and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, dude.
'Cause I can't do fucking like gore and shit really. Like I can't really do all that shit. Like, I just recently started watching like slasher movies. Like
Wow.
Like the only horror movie I'd watched forever was Get Out. And that wasn't even really a horror movie.
Well,
That is, yeah,
it's
I know.
like a psychological thing.
Yeah.
Get Out is just a Tuesday night. What do you mean?
On baby.
The last horror movie I watched, bro. Damn. Yeah, I don't even like horror movies like that. I feel like
Crazy change in topic.
I mean,
Crazy
wild
idiot.
change.
Welcome to Crashcast.
Bro, I just want to point out, like, because I have this theory. I think white people like horror movies so much because they have no natural predators, bro.
That's a fair assessment, honestly.
That is my theory.
I love horror movies.
Like, I don't need the idea of some spooky ghoul chasing me around trying to kill me. That is like half of LRPD.
God.
There's a solid correlation there. That's
Fucking yeah, I don't fucking do horror movies. I'm terrified of clowns, even though Henry the Clown is one of my best friends.
Shout out PCP.
Shout out PCP.
the drug or
No, the band.
the band. Okay.
Psychotic Clown Pussy.
Psychotic Clown Pussy.
What the fuck?
Have you not heard of the local punk band PCP, bro?
Were you not working their show Thursday? Wednesday night.
No, I have practice on Wednesdays.
Bro, PCP, they're the homies. They're also a band that started in my grandmother's living room.
What the fuck? Is your grandma the coolest person ever? What the fuck?
No, she passed away and I was living at her house for
R.I.P. Graham. I see. So is this where you currently live still?
No.
Okay.
This is where I was living until... Because I was supposed to be kind of like the housekeeper as it was getting ready to be sold.
I see.
And after my grandmother had passed.
And you immediately abused that privilege.
Fucking Robbie.
I didn't want to pay for a practice space, bro. But yeah,
No,
but
fuck no. That
I
shit is
didn't abuse
expensive.
the privilege. My bandmates abused that privilege.
Robbie
Peer
windmilled
pressure's a
and knocked.
motherfucker.
Yeah, Robbie was doing windmills in my fucking like Violent Packs. And I don't know if you remember Robbie, the original guitarist for Violent Pack, curly hair.
Yeah.
From Philly, or is it? No, from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
And this nigga was doing windmills in my living room for some reason, and just busted out the light out of the chandelier. Bro, that chandelier got abused, bro. I won't cap. Because another thing that happened too, especially after we took the coffee table out of there, like I'd walk around the house. I'm tall. I'm 6'3". I'd be like half asleep, and I walked into that chandelier twice, and that's how I broke the other two lights.
Over the dining room area.
Yeah, it's like in the living room. But yeah, I mean that's what we practiced. Just have my drum kit set up, and we shake the head. The neighbors were fucking with it, bro.
That's cool.
Shout out to my
That's good
hood
neighbors.
ass neighbors, bro, in fucking Oak Forest in Little Rock. Like the first Violent Pack fans and the first Dryer Fire fans.
Hey, that's badass. Do they come to shows?
No.
Damn.
They got a show multiple times a week when Violent
That's
Pack
true.
and Dryer Fire
That's
were
true.
practicing. And Chain Snatcher for a little bit.
Our
Did Chain Snatcher
neighbors.
ever practice there?
No, we practiced at you and Nate Parker's place.
Yeah, because that was after I moved out. That's true. I forgot about that.
Our Crow's neighbors are cool like that. They're like, no, we like it. It's good. I was like, oh, thank God. Sometimes we go a little late and I get worried, you know. The punk rock is slowly leaving my body. I'm
Actually-
like, guys, it's 9.
Actually, yo, I'm taking this moment to diss. Oh, okay. Did you ever watch Boondocks?
The cartoon?
Yes.
Parts here and there.
Okay, well,
certain episodes that I
there's
was
this-
told to.
There's this scene where there's this episode where Granddad is living next to these like rappers.
Oh, shit.
Hates these motherfuckers. And the rappers are just like doing their music and shit and like just hater. He's just a fucking hater. We had a Granddad at fucking Ken and Nate Parker's old place.
No, it wasn't a granddad. It was the old
A
lady,
grandma.
right?
A
She was-
grandma.
She was across the street. I swear to God, she would mean mug a motherfucker. She would just be on the porch, just hateful motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Hateful as fuck. She would get mad at us for parking in front, like there's like you can't park on one side of the street. You can only park on one side of the street in front of her house. She'd get mad, bro, if we park. If there be people parked, it wouldn't even matter.
Before it was a crime in Bryant to practice in a fucking band, the neighbor across the street was old and shitty. Would call the cops all the fucking time. The cops come, be like, they're not doing anything. There's not an ordinance that says they can't have band practice. It's the middle of the day. They're not doing anything wrong. And now it's like a lawnmower. They can get mad and fucking, now it's ridiculous. And then eventually, this is pretty cool. They told her, if you call us again, we're going to write you the ticket.
Fire.
I was like, yo, fuck yeah. Fuck that old bitch. Miss Byers. Fuck you.
Fuck Miss Myers.
Byers.
Byers, my bad.
Byers.
Fuck Miss
Yeah.
Byers, bro.
Oh, bitch. She's dead.
Trying to kill Art.
Did not like this motherfucker.
No, I didn't. Which is crazy because it was my friend's grandma.
Wait, that's wild. That's a wild statement to make. Oh my God.
That was preposterous.
Him and his dad lived there too. They were cool as fuck. His dad was cool as fuck. I love his dad. Still, he's gone too. But
But Miss Myers,
yo, Miss Byers,
she the op.
yeah,
God.
she was.
No, this lady, it was crazy because this lady would like, and the thing is, we were always considerate. Like, we never practiced super late.
Keep
I
keep
was
the
like, it's
peace,
done-
right?
The noise ordinance in Little Rock is till 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
I would always make sure we were done by like 9.
9.
Yeah.
That's what I've always done. I'll give you kids and shit. Like, I don't want to piss off anybody. 9 o'clock's a good stopping spot.
Yeah, and we were like on the lawn being loud as shit. Like we were be over and done, and she would just like. I remember this one day, I think we cranked. It was obviously Chain Snatcher's a loud band. It's even louder because we were practicing in a spot that was this tight.
What?
Like this is the like, pretty much almost the exact dimensions of. Like,
Actually, this isn't bad.
It wasn't the living room. It was like the dining.
The dining
Dining
area.
room, yeah.
Kitchen, so
And but it's like we were all like all our amps were like right here, and like the walls weren't super great.
Well, and there's probably a window, which
Yeah,
isn't
there was
gonna
a window.
block sound at all.
We were just loud. I just remember she was outside, just staring at us through the window, like
Oh,
just
that's
staring
the
at us
worst.
through the window. And I was just like, I think we all just like turned our amps up as loud as possible, and we're just being literally as loud as we possibly could. Because the thing was, it wasn't even late. It was like 6:30. It was
That's
6
not
p.m. And it was like,
That's her bedtime.
I'm like,
I've
dog,
already had dinner.
for fucking no, hated that bitch.
Yeah,
Fuck her.
been there. Oh, dead evil bitch.
Her daughter was fine though. Oh, okay.
Oh, she gets a pass. Oh my goodness. We should have brought more drinks.
Bro, I just.
Well,
This
you
is the
housed
most
like
water.
1,600 calories of lemonade in like 4 seconds.
Ken can attest.
I'm surprised you're not actually vibrating. That was crazy.
You're not seeing like my legs shaking, like, shaking like crazy.
Ken can attest. This is probably the most water I've drank in like
Ever?
There, yeah, this has been a while.
Oh, you gotta hydrate, Bubba.
Man, all I
do.
needed. I need to
gotta
hydrate, bro. You know what I hydrate with?
You know what's
A
in
goddamn
cola?
Rip It?
You know what's in Rip It? No, you
goddamn
gotta
Rip
stay
It.
away from. That's poison.
I got him Rip It.
Bro, come on, $1.25.
$1.25
for energy,
99
bro?
cents.
That's
Vladimir Putin did that shit.
That's
nigga.
nuclear horse piss. You gotta stay away from that
motherfucker.
Rip It.
Do you like Dryer Fire songs? Yeah, motherfucker. Every single song written on that shit. Off of Rip It. You know Torture? Wrote that shit off 2 Rip It's. I was like,
I got $2 worth of liquid gold in me. I'm gonna fucking riff this up.
I was pissing orange and I was writing gold riffs, motherfucker. That's all I can fucking say, nigga. I was like,
Oh god.
it was fucking immaculate. We practiced the Broadway jam space, walk across to the food mart every Monday and Wednesday. They already know what's up.
I need a timestamp from this. We're gonna fucking send this to Rip It. Get these guys a sponsorship.
Bro, sponsor. Ooh.
Actually, no. I only drink.
Asa will fucking die. Y'all get a sponsorship. They sent cases. They just like.
Okay, this is some crazy Rip. This is some crazy Rip It fact. They actually send. The reason I also drink Rip Its is because they send.
This shit is so funny. Wait, please.
They send. Okay, because like the military's fucked. They send Rip Its to like soldiers in the Middle East.
Okay.
That's why if you get a can of Rip It, there will be like tribute Rip Its. So they send a
seen
Rip It
that, yeah.
to the soldiers, like genuine soldiers. Like you ask a soldier, they know what a fucking Rip It is.
Yeah.
And you want to know something? I buy a Rip It just because I know a soldier
soldier
drinking a
would
Rip
get
It
one?
has to be detrimental to the United States and military-industrial complex. There is no way on God's green earth that a fucking soldier is drinking a Rip It and is like in a state as to where they're like, I'm protecting this country right now.
What the fuck?
And the thing is, it's not like they send one Rip It. It's not like Rip It for Rip It.
My
They
fucking
send
cheeks
cases.
hurt, man.
They send cases of Rip Its.
Oh, of course, yeah.
To
Probably
these
pallets.
and it's like, so if you buy a Rip It,
Oh my
you are
God.
slowly killing the military-industrial complex.
Christ.
I promise you that. For $1.25.
$1.25.
For $1.25.
He's like
You too can take down the military-industrial complex.
In the arms.
There's no way. Because they have to pay for monsters. Bro, I know exactly. Bro, I can't stress to you how much Rip It I consume. Gallons per
fuck.
year. Since I was
Hey,
16
so you gotta
years
get on a
old.
comedy stage, brother. You gotta just start going on rants. It's fucking
Beautiful
unreal.
thing, motherfucker. It's a beautiful thing, my nigga.
Oh wow.
I've heard this nigga tell this explanation for Rip It so many times. At
This is how hard I ride for this company.
I'm trying to go buy some Rip It.
And it's funded by Russia. Sorry, they had a Rip It. They had a
Putin flavor.
It was called Putin Power. It was called Putin Power. But you want to know something? The bitch is called Goliath now, right after
Yeah.
the war in Russia and Ukraine.
I'm sure.
They
They
changed
changed the
it,
name.
but it's still
Wow.
owned by a Russian company. So, really,
God.
if you think about it,
Oh my
really, if you
God.
think about it, Russia is poisoning U.S.
Poisoning US
soldiers,
soldiers with
with
Rip
Rip
Its.
It. And you too
my
can help if you go to your local shitty gas station and you buy a Rip It.
The stoner math on this is just fucking. He's got strings and pictures and dialogue. It's just fucking.
You too can take down the military. That's all I'm saying.
I can't fucking breathe. God damn it.
It's a Russian company that supports the U.S. that is trying to take down the U.S. military.
Wow.
By giving
We're gonna fatten them up, like those kids in that gingerbread
No,
house.
because it stops you from wanting to eat, makes you skinny. Makes you skinny and weak.
Oh, well, that's
like
true
me.
too. Yeah. Gives you heart conditions like me.
No, yeah, I'm fucked, man. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah. Every time I shake that pill bottle, I'm like, brought to you by Monster.
If we're gonna get sponsored by a drink brand, I want it to be Arizona.
It needs to be something not that.
It's got to be Arizona. Like I feel like after Rip It, Arizona is definitely our most drinked beverage.
$1.29, baby. It used to be 99 cents. But
No, it's still.
It's still 99 cents if you go to the Broadway Food Mart.
It's still.
Oh.
If just don't go to a Circle K. It's still.
Oh, is that what it
every
is?
single
Yeah.
other
Okay.
place.
Fucking Circle K, bro. They're the ops for that. They don't even have the same selection, bro. I can go. Shout out to Uncle T's Food Mart on. It's MOK and Daisy L. Bates. Uncle T's Food Mart across the street from the Church's Chicken, bro. 99 cent.
Unreal.
Wide selection variety of.
Poo 10 power.
Yeah, Poo 10 pound. That's definitely
10
that's just
pound.
gas. It's like
And it's
mango
like the
coconut.
best. It's the second best flavor.
It's like mango coconut, bro. That shit goes crazy.
Poo 10.
It's so good.
Hold on, let me see that camera. Let me see. I want to see if the fucking camera can fucking get this. Oh, it's not gonna do it.
Alright, bring it away. You got it too close.
Sorry.
You see that? That shit right there. That shit wrote the first Dry Fire EP and the Chain Snatcher demos.
Oh my god.
That shit is bringing you gas.
And it's right in the next Dryer Fire EP too. If
Exactly.
you go into the trash can at the Broadway fucking jam space,
There's so many fucking cans of Rip It in there, bro.
Rip It in Arizona.
It's Rip It in
I
fucking
gotta recycle
Arizona.
those. Get some money for them.
Wait, we can do
Then it's
that?
further funding the.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Okay, cut that shit out before somebody else does it first. Actually, wait, this isn't going to be out till Tuesday?
This one's this Tuesday. Yeah.
Bet we're going to Broadway Space and collecting those cans. Rent's paid, baby.
Hard.
Holy fuck. That was one of the wildest runs I've ever heard. My cheeks hurt. I'm hurting. You've hurt me. Oh my god.
Oh, also, if you've ever gotten a pizza from Vino's or a slice or anything, and I'm working the kitchen, made on Rip It.
I believe that.
I'm going to some. I'm probably.
That's
gonna
why
go
his eyes are always like, huh?
Bro, I think
Asa.
I have to be honest. I think most of my friends, on average, the people I'm friends with, see me at work more than I've seen any of them at work. Because I mean,
Well,
they're,
yeah. Well,
they're
you're
always
at the spot everyone's
I'm at
going
the spot.
to.
And so everyone just come up to me and just be like, "Hey, man, you good, man?" And I'm like, and it'll be like 9:30. It's a Saturday. I still got to go to midnight. Like, and I'm just like, man,
You know the website still says you close at 10.
you know the fucking door says we close at 11 on fucking Sundays. We don't do that shit.
No. What is that? I
don't fucking know.
So fucked off. I can't have this. Is this caffeine free? It is caffeine free.
Fires, the lemon lime, was it Always Save? That's the Edwards brand, right?
Is this Edwards?
Yeah.
Foodgina. There's no cup.
Chug.
No.
Bro,
That will hurt me. This is carbon.
yeah, I was gonna say that's just carbonated according to puke for real.
No, there's no way. Let's try.
Just back into the liquid death can, bro. There you go.
You're pouring it into a liquid.
I am.
Oh my god.
There's some stories I can't tell about me.
Yeah. Some things we gotta keep a secret.
Yeah, you say we can't confess to crimes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that's Kurt's rule. If I was still left to my own devices, I'd probably
If
have.
you still left your device, we would have been shut down.
I'd probably have fines and things. Yeah.
I've got some hilarious shit that I could talk about, but
There's some stories. Oh man, there's a really good one. You know when we got pulled over in Harrison, what happened then? That's a good story.
Oh man, that one was.
We might tell you that when this podcast is over.
When no one's recording, we may or may not confess to a felony.
No, there was some. Dude. Oh man, me and Ken. Oh, I can tell you the some parts of the story that I can't tell you. We were driving to Springfield. It was that Halloween show. And so, also, fucking every time we go out of town, because we drive separately, two niggas get left in the car by ourselves.
It's always separate but equal type shit. Dry fire. It's always us two black asses going.
Mindset.
Us niggas always stuck going to Harrison by ourselves every time we play Springfield, and I feel some type of way about that shit.
Yeah.
We got fucking.
It's not exactly a great spot to be.
Dude, okay. So I'm off a Rip It. and I'm driving.
So anyway, I pulled 2 rippets out.
So I'm driving, right? And like I've got some caffeine and we're going and I'm zoning out. It's like kind of raining and so I'm in mentally because okay, on the way to Springfield, it'll like drop from 65 to 50 to
Yes.
like back to 70.
Yes,
to, like
yes.
and so like I'm all fucked and
Yeah, Missouri's wild like that.
and it's like we're on the way up there and we're taking like a back road. I'm in like Little Rock mode, so I'm on the highway. People get pissed at you if you're going the speed limit. So I'm going like 15 over.
Always.
And
Classic.
So I just see a cop coming down the street, and I look down, and I look around, and I went, damn, this nigga's grown. And then he just pops a fucking Yui, and then turns the lights on, and then Ken goes, damn, and I went. And I just looked down after he'd already popped the U. I went, ah, shit, I think that was for me, nigga. and I looked down. I was like, oh, fuck. And I pull up to the side because there's no one else. There's like a few other people on the road, but they're past me. Fuck them. They're past me. There's a truck ahead of me. I'm not even catching up to, but whatever. And I pull over, and he was like, "Know how fast you were going?" And I went, "At the time that you decided to pop the U, I didn't." And in my defense, at the time, I didn't know.
I actually didn't know.
I was not paying attention. I was zoned out. I was listening to like, what were we fucking like a fugitive or some shit? And like, so I'm going, and he's like, well, you know, fucking this time you were going 80 and at 65, and I was like, oh, you know. And quite literally, I was lucky because he was like, well, you don't have any other, like, I had no outstanding, like, anything. I've never, like, got pulled over speeding before. I had one parking, citation or
It's
whatever.
like, oh, you're a good kid.
No, that's what he was like, okay. And I'm like,
Did you get a ticket?
I got a ticket. It was like 300, 200.
Oh, yeah, for that high over, easy, yeah.
Oh, actually,
Easy
no.
on the 3.
It was just because, actually, it was, he said to, like, knock it down so I wouldn't have to pay as much.
Okay.
Because it was I'll admit to this felony, it was a felony. It was almost a felony. It was pretty
It's
close.
pretty close.
Pretty
Yeah,
fucking
you're
close,
pushing
too.
it. I think it's 20.
Yeah,
20
and I was only
over,
going
yeah.
15. And so, what was it? And he's...
It's funny how in Arkansas everyone's like, it's 20. We know because we keep it 15.
we keep 15. And he was like, all right. He knocked it down saying I was only going 10 over or some shit like that.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
so I was like, fair enough.
You told him that Ace's dad is white.
Yeah, see, but he was on Ken because he was like because Ken is just kind of uncomfortable to get a seat because I'm in like a Volkswagen Jetta, and
Oh, yeah, you're
and so it's just kind of uncomfortable. But Ken and he's like, now you need to buckle up now though. And like I've seen boys bigger than you go through a windshield, and I was like, I just don't think that can happen. Like
I literally do not
He
think
just-
I could fit through the windshield.
like an airbag.
It's like, it is not. I don't think it is like literally mathematically possible. Like, it's like
Yo, it depends on what speed. It'll shave the sides off. You know what I'm saying? Cars
in that
are,
case, I'm fucked anyway. Seatbelt or not.
cars are yeah. Shoulders just off. You come out like a meat tube.
Damn.
oh man, that was,
Maybe I should buckle up.
Yeah, cars are scary. They're just giant death machines that we rocket around in.
to be fair,
But this nigga was very much on my ass about me not having a seatbelt.
Yes.
it was the last thing he said. He honestly dropped the like speeding thing pretty quick, and like he was like,
It's
he was-
crazy he didn't give you a seatbelt ticket. Those are like $150 now or some shit.
I don't pay taxes. I'm not paying that shit.
No admittance to felonies,
Oh,
Kenny.
shit. Wait.
as a bit.
Duh.
Allegedly, I don't pay taxes.
taxes.
Actually,
Add a laugh track.
I got my shit jacked from my car. Not to that.
Stop shitting in your car.
You know it happened. It happens though.
It
bro.
does happen.
But my stuff got stolen from my car, and so I lost.
Where? Yeah, Vino's.
No, it was
Oh.
it was at my partner's house. My fucking.
That's a bummer.
Nigga, I'm just bad at locking my car. I can't even.
You didn't lock the car.
No, I'm just bad at locking my car.
That's not
I
good.
can't even well, no, the thing is,
I don't even feel bad for you
No,
now.
I hit the lock. I hit the lock one time, but if you hit the lock one time, it just locks the passenger.
Yes, you gotta do both.
Nigga, I forget.
Yeah.
I saw that shit beep. I was like, we Gucci. But I had my head and my cab were at the practice space. So I was
Okay.
like, I was like, well, fine. And I don't buy super expensive shit, but he took all my my pedals, my guitars, both my 7 and my 6 string were gone. And then I got my tax return. And I got all that shit back. And
Did you find it at a pawn shop?
No, the thing is, like my Jackson, my 6 string covered in guitar, covered in stickers, like stickers on stickers. It looked like this fucking wall. It literally was like it was covered. There's no way you could sell that shit. And if anyone ever like was trying to sell it, I was like, oh, that's my I have pictures. I have
Right,
so
just
many
look on
pictures.
Facebook Marketplace,
And,
shit like that, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was crazy. I remember. I mean, it kind of worked out. I just got a bunch of better shit.
I mean, you know.
And it was funny because all my shit was not so cheap, but I don't buy I buy like a $200 guitar that I look up like this is a good deal, a good enough deal. But like all my shit actually wasn't. I had a clone pedal like from Delac, and so all my shit together wasn't worth the deductible. It was like all my shit, and I'm talking about they were like everything. You're like my guitar strap, the case my guitar was in, everything. Like
you're just slowly realizing how poor you are. You're like, fuck.
And I was like, all my gear was worth like $895.
I might as well just save up and buy it myself. What the fuck? It's gonna cost me $1,000 to get $800.
And I was like, well, fuck. And then I got my tax return and I just got a bunch of better shit. But I was like, and I remember thinking to myself, thanks, America. Uncle Sam came through.
The moral of the story is, maybe you should pay your taxes.
The moral of the story is, lose your shit around tax season.
Lucked out so hard that happened.
But only if you can't afford nice shit.
Dude, I can't afford nice shit. I
can't either. I bartered for it. I did work for this guy. I just got a new guitar.
Dude,
I've been playing it for like 3 days straight, 4 or 5 days.
About
a week now.
I got one of my guitars. One of my managers, Julian, was like, just gave me $300. I just offer it, and I was like, damn. He was like, always chase your dreams, and I was like,
That's
damn,
true.
thanks, nigga, and I really appreciate that. And I was like,
that's huge.
And then
that's awesome.
But then and then it was funny though because I love Julian for this. He was like, man, I get to be selfish for like 3 months. Shit. Hard. I'm like that evens out. I'm like, I'm gonna be real.
Karmic balance.
Cause that balances that shit out. Oh God, there's just so many Vino stories I have, but so many.
Yeah, it's hard when you're in the moment of conversation not to blurt out the things you can't blurt out. Because I want to say stuff all the time, especially from when I was younger. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
I was reckless. Such a fun life. Now I'm like, I better not speed. Ooh.
Bro, it's funny because I mean, Vino's is lit and not lit in certain ways as a job.
That's the work problem.
Yeah. It's because it becomes your job literally.
Anytime you peek behind the curtain of anything, it's like, ah.
I remember applying and being like, holy shit, I'm gonna work at fucking Vino's.
I'm gonna wash these dishes? Fuck yeah, dude.
I was washing dishes for a month and then I was getting I'm a pretty good worker. I'm a good worker. I'm like, you tell me to do something, nigga. I'm here. I'm not leaving. Like, I'll do it. What else am I supposed to do?
I'd rather pass the time than sit around doing nothing.
Yeah, and so and then I got moved to Slice, and then like a year later I got moved to Pie, and so I was like, but then it was just like, but then you're there like 5 days, like in a week, and I remember you just get like, holy shit, like the smell specific. Not to say our pizza's not good because pizza's great. Fuck you, best pizza in town. I'm a selfish nigga.
Absolutely.
But what's the word?
It's consistent as a motherfucker too.
Goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
Shout out Amber Lee. Shout out Steve. Shout out Julian.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Ray and Judd. Kitchen niggas for real. Shout out Alex. Sometimes when
Kitchen
they get
crew, baby.
You already know, nigga. But it's funny because being at Vino's and playing shows at Vino's, I remember me and Ken
on shift.
Me and Ken.
Still got the apron on.
Nigga, I have worked a turnaround. I have worked Thursday night into Friday morning. Done the food order, worked all morning, played a show at Vino's, backlined my shit. I couldn't fucking leave. I was there until like the end of the show. Like,
Isn't that what you did literally this week?
no, I didn't. No, I got. Wait.
Because you worked Thursday and Friday morning.
I
right?
worked Thursday, but the Clopen's worse. The Clopen's worse. The Clopen's worse.
The Clopen itself.
Me and Ken played me and Ken both worked 5 days this 1 week, not too long ago, like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
In May. Worst week of my life. Not really, but like it sucked.
Are you talking about that week where like we both had like I think I had like it was like 4 split doubles in a row and like
4 split doubles in a row
and had a what was it like?
Does your manager fucking hate you?
No, it's across 2 jobs. I have 2 jobs.
Oh, okay. I didn't
so like
know
I
that.
work my morning job and then I go to like band practice and then the night job and so it was like
I see.
4 split doubles in a row, basically across 2 jobs, and plus band practices, and then I think we had like 2 shows that week.
Damn.
No, nigga, we had 4 shows.
It was 4. Oh shit! I forgot about that.
I
Change
worked.
Snatcher picked up all these fucking shows. Change Snatcher picked up all these fucking shows in May, not thinking about how close they were, and we didn't think about how close they were to other Dryer Fire shows too.
Oops.
Yeah.
It was 2 Chain Snatcher shows and 2 Dryer. No, wait.
No, it was like 3 Chain Snatcher.
No, nigga, there were no Chain Snatcher shows.
They were all Dryer Fire shows?
Because it was what happened? It was at Secret Set of EJ's. I worked Monday morning, and
Yeah, so it was 1 chain. It was 3 shows. 1 Chain Snatcher, 2 Dryer Fire. The Secret Set of EJ's. Yeah, we went to Memphis twice this week too. Because the solo.
Jesus Christ.
it was fucking. What happened? Monday we had a Secret Set of EJ's. Me and Ken both worked that day. Then Tuesday. We had what? Tuesday was because we had a show.
And then Tuesday was the no. And then Tuesday was the Memphis show would die at High Tone.
That was it.
And we both worked that morning. And then we came back, and then was my split double Wednesday and Thursday, and then I didn't work a double Friday, and then that Saturday we went to Memphis again to play with Chain Snatchers.
Yeah, and Friday we played a show. Both of my off days I drove to Memphis.
Jesus.
I worked 5 days at Vino's, and then both of my off days I played shows in Memphis, and I played 2 shows on 2 separate days I worked that week.
My God.
And I was, nigga, I
Spent my whole paycheck on gas. Huh?
Did we practice the Chain Snatcher practice that Wednesday too?
Living the life.
No, we did, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Oh man.
Now you see why we live off Rivet. This is our life.
Yeah, no, I went done once too. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so sorry. We're awful at this whole mic thing. We're just like we're
okay.
swinging this thing back and forth.
I think it's been pretty decent for the most part. I think for like what it is, because they're like they have like shit on the microphones to like boost, so it's been relatively close enough. I feel like. Yeah.
Okay.
We I try to do it like I'll see it and I'll be like, and then he'll watch if you see the meters, you can actually see it moving.
Okay.
No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, no. We're just like I'm not gonna lie. I won't say I don't think we're like the most of anything. But I will say there was a point in Dryer Fire history where Cricket had 2 jobs, Ken had 2 jobs, Jacob was working Amazon hours.
Oof.
And I was working like
Vino's hours, like 6 days a week.
like I think I was like between 5 and 6 days I'd be working at Vino's, and we were still playing shows. And I was like, I'll be honest, we are one of the hardest working bands in Little Rock.
That's hard work.
I remember there was a bit we were just blue collar hardcore. This blue collar punk is this as
Just
fuck.
the most working ass band, bro. So many
That's
fucking
good.
hours, bro.
But when things pay off, you can't say hopefully. You got to just know that shit's gonna work. You gotta
No,
put it
I
in your
strongly
brain, get your
believe-
vision board, write it down.
I strongly believe that like if you have, and this goes for anybody, like if you have the drive
Absolutely.
and like and this might come into me maybe not being like quite as humble as I should be, but like I think if you know you've got something and you're willing to work for it, you know it, and so the circumstances don't change that. You just go out and you just go get it. Like
Dude, when I was young, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be a fucking rock star. You could not tell me. And I'm not, clearly, but I've done some rock star shit.
yeah, it's like even if it's not
I got a
true.
million stories. So it worked out. It's a perception thing. Like, I've still done more than most.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Because I mean, there's always that guy who just didn't.
Like, the people ahead of me are like the literal 1% of bands who got lucky enough to get on the road full time as a job. That's all I haven't done. All the other shit, all the bands I love, I've played with every one of them. Except one, and that's not even a possibility.
Did you? No.
Is it Korn?
Is it Korn?
No.
Did you play with Korn?
Could you imagine if I played with... I don't even consider that a possibility. I would lose my fucking mind. I don't think I'm in a band that would facilitate that audience, but oh my God.
If something happens and any of the band will ever end plays with Korn, we will.
Can I just learn an instrument and just fucking...
Bro, what the
We have
fuck? You're gonna be on the
basses.
goddamn stage. If that ever happens, dude.
I will
You already
factually,
know
I will
it.
factually die right after. I'll just be walking off stage like that was great, and the Lord's gonna go,
Shouldn't have drank all the monsters.
What's wrong with him? He'd be like, energy drinks, man. Rippets.
Dude, fucking, oh my god. Yeah, personally, I've always, I don't know. I feel like between me and Ken, I have not lower expectations, but like for a very long time, like if you asked me when I was 17 what my goal in music would be, I'm like, I just put out one EP. I put out one EP
Right.
of music. I'll be like, okay, I did the thing. I can point to a thing and be like, I made music and it is in the world.
Absolutely.
And then that got passed like a year ago almost, and I was like, okay. Because the thing is, like, I don't know. Me personally, I like setting like smaller goals, and I'm like, okay, we can play like we do this and this and then this, and like
More reality based.
Yeah, I mean, because
I can do this.
I'm
Period.
a big picture idea person. Ace
Same.
is probably
I
more
dream.
practical.
I dream every night.
But like Ace has sets reasonable goals for us, and like we are shattering them. Like it started with
It's
one
been
EP,
a
and
year
then
and a half, and you've done.
well,
it's
now the
fucking
goal is
crazy.
like play a fest, and now between both bands, we're about to play like 3 in the next.
See, that's sick. That's the only thing I
3 months.
haven't really done that was like on my to-do list. But I'm just like, I don't think there's fests for my bands anymore, so it's not even really a thing. The only one is about to be fucking ending, and we didn't get on the lineup.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's honestly my goal is just to be a band that like not even like touring all the time. Like I honestly think like being one of those bands like not to be like I don't ever want to tour for a very long extended period of time because like I know being on the road is something that I do want to do. It's just but you also see like cause
I don't think you have to tour like that anymore though.
well no like bands like Joe and like Military Gun like I've seen like Military Gun has been on the road for months. Like Joe was on the road. I remember they dropped their tour flight. I think they didn't come home from like they were on from September to December, and then they were also on other shit. And I remember because they were on that Drain tour in the summer last
right,
year.
yeah.
And I just remember they made some post where they were like, "Hey, we're just sick as fuck, and we've been on the road, and we've been like pushing this shit, and we gotta go to the fucking doctor."
Yeah.
And I've seen like Jive Bomb and like the lead singer was sick, and I was like, but they still had other shows because they were on tour. They played Flyover. That was middle of that tour, and they were still going. And I just remember
It'll get you.
yeah, and I just remember, I've never want to like set goals, and like I want to set goals and also fulfill myself, but also have a life fulfilling outside of music
Sure,
as well.
absolutely.
Because I don't want, not that I don't want it to become my whole life, because it is at a level my whole life, but like I never wanted to lose sight of like personal shit.
Yeah.
And like things
I
like
get
that, and like
It's incredibly reasonable because you can have hardcore as your lifestyle and have a home life too.
Yeah, and that's been like my main thing, but I do also find so much personal fulfillment in making music, and I'm a person who just like wants like being able to point at things and say I did that, I was a part of that.
Sure.
And like even if it's not like a crazy thing, just people thinking that like this, even like the Bitter Boys thinking we're good enough to play like Bitter. It's
Sure.
crazy to me, like just because of how how new I was, how new we all were to making music when we started Dryer Fire, and like when stuff got off the ground, and like going from like just like jamming. Cause funny thing, and when we were jamming in Lake's apartment, I didn't even have an electric guitar. It's an acoustic guitar. That I was like, I think Lynch was written on an acoustic guitar.
Hell yeah.
And so we were at that point, and then getting to the point of like banging the rock and shit like that, and it's just like, I don't know, by being 19 and like having just done this for like consistently on a solid level for like a year and a half, since I was about 17, I would like, it's just kind of like insane to me. And I also, I don't know, I feel like also like I've talked to like Beckham and like Peyton, and like because we're all the same age, we're all within like Beckham and Peyton are born on the same day and like in the same year,
Right.
but like I'm like 6 months between them, and like I know Cricket's like 6 months older than me, and so it's like, but we're all in like just kind of like a general like, and it's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like we all like, this is kind of like fucking insane. I'm like because I mean, it's just kind of wild. I mean, Dash just got off a fucking tour, and fucking everyone's doing stuff. Death Metal just got off a tour. Like,
it's wild.
and it's insane, and it's just
I mean, the amount of Arkansas bands out on tour at this moment is wild.
wild. And it feels really good to be achieving so many goals, and also being able to be like, okay, well, this has proven itself to be possible.
Absolutely.
And now that means I know we can do this, and now we can do something bigger than that. And also, but also making sure that we are still constantly improving, which goes back to the thing about like being open to criticism. Because I mean, if you just get in your, there's a level of confidence that big.
Absolutely.
Like, so sometimes
You have to believe in yourself.
yeah, because there's something
Yeah.
like I know my tone specifically, like is different than Death Rattle's tone, or like than different Second Life's tone, because I do strive for shit to be more noisy and like my guitar to be more like fucked up, kind of like a gag or like a spy. I
Right.
do kind of strive for it to be kind
A
of
little
like,
more scrongle.
yeah, I do that like it's almost on purpose. Like not all, I do it on purpose, but that's me. That's the music that I want to make.
Absolutely.
But
I
also-
get that for sure.
But I've also had like you and Mark being like, hey, you know what's cool? Set the action on your guitar. Like
Yeah,
go
the
get your tuner
intonation.
pedal
Yeah,
and like just that tension and like check that. And I was like, oh god damn, that shit's fucked up.
I was just thinking about that at the last show. I was like, oh, good, he fixed it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's not two different notes now. That's awesome. Yeah. But when
Awesome.
you don't know, you don't know. And it could have been like, shitty about it. But it's, again, you just say it out loud and you're just like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay,
I
cool.
had no idea. It was just new information to me. I was like, oh cool, lit. And yeah, there's just I don't know. It's kind of a tangent. But there's just kind of so much stuff
That's all right.
that like has become attainable, and like I mean, even being in a band that I fucked with like Violent Pact for a little bit with Bryce and shit. Like because me and Bryce were in Violent Pact for a little bit before things
That's true.
Right.
ended. and
Before its abrupt departure. Yeah.
God, that was an interesting night.
That was
Um,
bro. Lethal last night of Violent Pact going to explicit detail.
do you want me to?
On Crashcast? No.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm not trying to be that messy.
Yeah, but just playing with that, and also like making friends and like seeing Death. I mean, I was in Death Rattle, in Death Rattle practices, like in the room.
Yeah.
Like watching before they debuted.
Isn't that fun?
I remember.
That's I love that.
Dude, I will say, like watching Death Rattle practice, and like I remember thinking, I was like, because they've always like been that tight and like that good, because they practice, they put in the work, and like watching them like just do the thing, fucking like I remember the first show they played and everyone was like, it's like they've been a band forever. It's like they sound so good. I was like, it was kind of something like in my brain where I was like, I've been like, I can't be like, hey, this band that I'm friends with is also like super dope and they're gonna be awesome and everyone's gonna fuck with them and then Drain's gonna shout them out and like I can't like
Trust me, I can see the future.
Trust me, I can see the future. But like just watching it and just like knowing how great it is, and I'm like, it's fucking also dope to be able to be like not in a band, but like a part of it and friends with it, and like you can like find joy in the joy that your friends are finding in the music that they're making, and it's just like it's all super lit.
Because was that first show Kind Eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still will not
Was
forget.
it at Eyes Up House?
Yeah, I'm not,
I was there
because that
for
was
one too.
Death Rattle, Dry Fire, Violent Pact,
Yep.
Kind Eyes, and like, and was Second Life on that too? Or
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
But yeah, no, that was just a crazy experience, honestly.
Kill Murphy said the only only thing he would say was we all need to get longer sets.
Yeah.
Because fucking
Violent Pact had like 4
I mean,
songs.
there was like
Dry Fire
a
had, like, 4
period
songs.
of this year, like probably it was last, like 6 months long, where like all the new opening acts, it was like literally 1 hour, and then the headliner would almost match what 3 bands just played. You're like, what the fuck?
it was, oh man.
That legendary. I wholeheartedly believe that to do hardcore, you only need 10 minutes. Power Violence.
Fastest set in the West. I mean, it is. I mean, leave them wanting more. Like that's the old adage. Like, and I was thinking about it because I was talking to maybe it was Jackson, like while somebody was setting up or something. I was like, it kind of makes sense because our attention spans are fucked.
Truly.
They're fucked.
Truly.
All of us. We're all fucked. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Kurt's probably been asleep half this episode. So wouldn't it make sense that things would gradually get faster as far as like you come on, you play 3 to 4 songs, and then you're off the stage, and then another band's coming up, and it keeps people like that oh yeah, man, a show. Oh yeah, get off my phone. Yeah, I'm on a show. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Whereas then like y'all could almost have 6 bands in the same time. In my era, it was like 3.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like brevity is an aspect of hardcore. That is, I think, the more extreme it gets. I mean, that is how you got Power Violence, and you get like 45-second songs,
Right.
And so like brevity is a creative aspect, I think, just as much as like the key of your song or anything else. Realistically, though, I would consider if you are starting a hardcore band, maybe have like at least 15 minutes before you do
15, yeah.
The only reason Dryer Fire was able to get away with doing it the way we did, which was somehow still getting booked consistently with a 7-minute set, is because we were writing music very fast, and so we almost always had a new song
That's true.
every show. And so we were able to get away with it.
And you're nice people, and you come to the shows, you actually support things. Like, it,
Yeah.
one hand washes the other.
Yeah, for sure. Most people, I would say, don't do that.
I'd say you're right. I'd say that every show would be sold out if everyone came to... I would like... Try to do the math. I think it's like 2 shows a month. If everybody that was involved in everything, think about it broadly. Don't think about like localized to your own thing. If they just did shows like say Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you'd have sellouts every time. If everyone just came to a few,
Yeah. I honestly, I would say that you guys, like, the stuff Crashcast puts on is probably... Now, I'm not going to act like I'm not at Vino's a lot. I'm a little bit of an expert on motherfuckers being in that place. But having been in Vino's for, like, 2 years, working nights, being there, I'd say, like, Crashcast, like, stuff you guys set up, probably is the most consistently, like... Okay, I'll be honest. When I see that something that Crashcast is putting together is coming up, I'm like, fuck, prep's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm like, this is gonna fucking suck.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
No, this wasn't a compliment. He's mad.
I'm like, this fucking sucks. I gotta do 2 sausages. I gotta fucking...
Oh, trust me, I've walked in the door and people be like, "Why'd you do this?" I'm
like,
sorry, dog. You got a fucking paycheck. Oh, my bad.
bro, but you guys do consistently bring together, I think, the most amount of people on, like, a consistent, like, average basis. Like, a Crashcast thing is gonna, like, test the
We
fire.
haven't had a lot of failures, but we're experimental, like, for sure.
Yeah.
And me and Kurt will literally have conversations. We were in here talking 2 hours before this started. But it's like that all the time. We had a 2-hour phone call last night, probably the day before that. Like, always thinking of things, throwing out ideas. What about this? What about that? Blah, blah, blah. And now I've even started trying it with other things.
Yeah. I know
Like-
that show you put on not too long ago. I can't remember the bands that were playing, but it was like a few Fridays ago.
Yeah.
It had like, and I remember I was like, because Mark came up to me, I was like, I don't know, Corey's like testing out some new way to market shows. And like,
People were pissed. And
but-
it worked.
but it worked. It
It
showed
was
it.
gangbusters in there.
I remember, like, 'cause I
Every
remember-
single person that came bought shit from everything.
No, yeah, we made we sold a lot of pizza. We did the thing, and I was like, that's fucking crazy. I was like, wild shit.
And my next one, I'm going to try it with country.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was like, Corey was like, I'm not doing.
And everyone's
country."
just like, fuck this guy, man. Just let him.
honestly, I'd probably fuck with the country more than anything, like more than that.
I think most people would, but I'm trying to just show it like in my mind, it's like this can be for everyone.
Yeah.
Not just a type. Like it's literally, it's just in, and with that type, without going into specifics to sound like negative or anything like that, because it's not a negative thing. It's just like you play to the highest amount of people because you have the radio shit. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Why, when y'all play or we play, who are like the sub down below genre,
Yeah.
it's full. But then when y'all play, it's not full. Right?
Yeah.
There's like 3 people there. Always.
Always.
It's not, I'm not shitting on it. It's just that's
Oh, yeah.
what it
No,
is.
It's
And so in my mind, it's like either 2 things are happening. Either that's not real, which it's on every rate. So I've refused to believe that that's all made up. Because, I mean, it could be. It could be just corporations pumping out shit that no one's actually listening to for face value.
Yeah.
Because people can be tricked very easy. Or y'all aren't reaching them the right way. And so my thing is like, me and Kurt, again, we talk about this shit all the time. I'm like, let's just fucking see.
yeah.
And then it's either going to fail and then we'll start fuck over, or it's going to work. And it worked. And I'm like, okay. So it is just,
like
y'all don't know how to do it. And that band that played second, they give a whole lot of fuck about their place in their music scene. It's like, if you can just start there
And be
and
like-
like shepherd that, and then they can go on, and then the next band that they get that comes up that's young,
Yeah.
boom, 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 and so on. The ladder grows, and then there you go.
It keeps pushing,
Right, and then so you just do that with everything,
and then you're just like,
and then everything's just good.
yeah.
Right? Like
Right,
it seems simple enough.
I understand.
If you don't know, it's just ignorance, really, because like it's just I didn't know, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
Don't fault me for not knowing. Now I know.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing because like I know a lot of people because I mean when I was like not to be like my generation
Generation.
we don't use Facebook as much, but I pretty much
Right.
almost exclusively use Facebook because I mean the folks right before me like the Evans and the Teds and the Stans. I mean Facebook was like the main thing they
That
would
was the
use.
main thing.
And so but it's still there, like it still stayed, and I didn't know that. Because we didn't always. I mean, there's 501 Hardcore. There's some Instagram pages,
Right.
more stuff my generation would probably use. But like, I remember when I found out all the show flyers on Facebook. Like, I remember like when I found that out, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like,
they definitely make it easier to find things on Facebook.
Yeah, and 'cause
Instagram. If you're not scrolling, if you don't see it, you don't see it.
Yeah, and like you may see the event pages, and like again, not knocking them because they do a fucking great job of fucking marketing, like and like getting people to like the death metal and the hardcore shows and shit like that. It's just. And so, but I like, I mean, I'll even tell people, like, I just don't know when the show, they'll be like, I don't know when the shows are. And I'm like, I promise you, get Facebook, you're on Instagram, Zuck has your shit.
That's right.
Like, I was like,
It's the same company.
It's the same company, just get on Facebook.
Even if it's just for the calendar alone.
Just for the calendar, you don't have to post or do anything, just get into the, like, there's the groups, and you'll see when the shows
The
are.
groups are important for sure.
Because, like, I just know, I mean, it's really important that that's on there. Because, I mean, I've even started booking shows, like, myself, and I'm starting to, like, I'm not, like, God at it or anything, like, but I just pretty much just mimic what Ted and Evan and Stan would do.
Well, yeah, that's all you
I'm
do.
I'm just like, okay, post on Facebook,
If
make
that's
an event,
what works,
post on
then that's what works.
yeah, and post on
Yeah.
Instagram, too, and word of mouth. I'm not going to make any flyers.
Most of us aren't, dude. Have you seen some of the shit that gets
I'm not good
posted?
at making printing them out and like posting them everywhere like Will is and like Will Clark and like the right folks are.
Bro, Will Clark will just be
Did
all
y'all
over
see
fucking
the
town.
SL in the fucking hallway of Vino's bathroom hallway?
Yeah, bro.
I see it every day.
I will say Mark had a good one. He goes, they should have put one on top and bottom of the S so it was a dollar sign. I was like, oh,
Shit.
fuck.
Actually.
They're on tour right now, too.
They are. Shout out Second Life for real. Listen to their new EP.
I already bought mine. The vinyl?
The
Did y'all buy
vinyl? Yeah. I didn't get the vinyl. I'm broke, but
That's fair. I think it's pretty fairly priced. No one will. I think it is like
it's like
cheap.
$25
Yeah,
probably, which is way too cheap, I think. But
I think so too. That's what we did too. But I
Yeah.
was like, we just want to sell it. It's not about the money. We just want them in the people's hands.
no, Will just wants niggas to listen to his shit.
That's it.
It's not about making a buck or anything. He just wants niggas to listen to his shit, which I can respect. I can respect
He
that.
really does. Like when you say practice what you preach, like that dude, that 100%.
Will has tried to just give me like, cause I'm a big nigga. They don't make 5Xs for me like that.
Right.
But like Will has gotten 5Xs made and just given them to me, and I'm like, bro,
He's such a
let me pay
sweetheart.
for the shirt. I appreciate it.
Let me support you, God damn it.
Yeah, for real, bro. Second Life, they are the big homies for real. Like I don't
believe that.
think, like out of like all these pandemic hardcore bands, Second Life is like
I
probably
love
the
Second
biggest
Life.
influence for like,
Yeah.
like
I have an affinity for that band for sure.
yeah, they're good folks. They really are. Like
Yes.
Matt's like one of my best friends. Love him.
I love Matt too.
I used to be
Strange
scared
and
of him
funny. Yeah,
when I was a kid, because like I met Matt in like for the first time like 2018.
What's funny is he can be intimidating looking, but then you meet him and you're like, you're just a big ass nerd.
Well, no,
What the
see, here,
fuck?
what happened is like, so I met Matt first in like 2018, and I kind of knew Rachel. At that time, I was more into the punk scene and the hardcore scene, so I knew
okay.
like Natalie more
Yeah.
and like Rachel, and so I kind of knew Rachel. And I can't remember what the event was, but Rachel had came with Matt and Natalie, and I remember Rachel saying to me, like, she leaned up, she whispered, she said, "Don't fuck with Matt, he'll knife you." And I was like, what the fuck? So for the longest, I was just fucking scared of Matt.
Keeps it in his hair.
No, I was scared of this nigga for the longest time. And then he is the goofiest motherfucker I think I have ever met in my life. He's preposterous. Sometimes I don't believe he's a real human being. You know, he's got a Harambe tattoo. Yeah. And you know, if you Google Harambe tattoo, it's like the fourth result.
That nigga goes to Popeyes every single night after change after practice.
Yeah.
stereotyping. And motherfucker, I was like, he told us that. I was like, so you're saying you went from one, the only all-black band that's ever happened here. You start that, and then you consistently practice with that band, and then you're like, yep, gonna go get some chicken, and then he just goes to bed.
Bro,
He just goes
Every night.
He's content.
He told me that, and he was like, yep.
Yep.
I remember he used to be scared of Matt too, and I was like, because he's like he would be like, he's like hard to approach. Hard to approach, and then you're like, I mean, I was even younger than Ken was.
Well, he's
I
the
was
guy
like,
screaming on stage.
yeah, he's the guy screaming on
yeah.
stage, and I was like, oh man.
And he's really good at it, so it's
Yeah.
intimidating.
I've come to learn, and I think this is the biggest thing. Matt Johnson is different than the vocalist of Second Life. Those are two separate
That's one hell of a
individuals.
way to put that,
Those are
dude.
so
It's so accurate.
Like the nigga talks different
That's
on
two
stage.
different people.
Like I'm like, 'cause he'll be talking. It's not like, oh, he doesn't talk like that. I'm like, that is a much more social motherfucker.
Second Life Matt is the Matt wants to be.
And then he gets off stage and he's like, so I know, but can we go get some food?
Yeah.
Like
Can
I'm
we
hungry
leave?
though.
Yeah.
play Magic?
Do you want to play Magic?
Play a game of Magic?
I'm trying to play Magic though.
Bro, Chase Hatcher has played a game of Magic the Gathering before every local show we have ever played so far.
Yeah.
And the Memphis show.
And we played it, bro.
that game is taking over Vino's. I'm like, y'all should have a night.
There
That's
is.
There's
Sunday nights.
Well, I'm saying like
Oh.
a promoted event, Magic Night. It's clearly working.
That'd actually be hard. I won't cap. It'd be sick as fuck.
We do. You do a band, but it's a sit down show. So you find you some music that everyone can agree on that they like, have them come play, and you play your Magic game. Do a twofer. I don't know. Can you have music while Magic's playing, or is it like
I mean, you can try. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of talking and trying to read and concentrate.
my elf fucking Fortnite your
Listen,
You know,
don't.
there's Fallout. There's actually Fallout Magic the Gathering cards. I found out. It's kind of crazy.
There's Doctor Who Magic the Gathering cards too.
what the fuck?
Shit is sick.
It's a crazy.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Magic the Gathering.
Oh, I don't
fun.
either.
But like, also, I kind of like I got into it for a little bit and then I stopped.
Trey's a big ass nerd too. He's
Yeah.
like,
Look at that shit tattooed on
Trey's the one who gave me my first Magic the Gathering.
yo, I remember one day he comes and he goes and he whoops out a deck of it, and I was like, what the
There's more than one
fuck?
card?
I was like, dude.
There's like
I was like, you're a nerd? Oh my
the
god.
biggest-
Trey is the biggest nerd, bro.
He really is. It's crazy.
God, that-
He's like, I have a good job.
I have a good job. I have hobbies.
He's a fucking engineer and
He
he's
is.
into Sense and Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Also, a thing that doesn't get talked about enough, Trey randomly I remember I had known Trey for a while, and then I was going to the Drug Church show at Whitewater. Was there. And then I'm looking on stage, the opening band. Fucking Trey Chancellor's on synths.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
On a
Because like
lot
no
of
one had
synths.
told me anything about it. But the thing is, he was playing synths, and then midway through like one of the songs, motherfucker's just screaming.
Yes.
Like he's doing crazy, and they're
Like he's a real good vocalist.
like really good.
He can sing like a
fuck?
motherfucker too.
It's wild.
He goes to that's why he did karaoke, and I was like, he starts singing. I was like, whoa, you are the
Fuck?
biggest mystery person. What the fuck?
He just pulls up, and then he just walks in with his little tote bag,
Yeah.
shaped like a Dorito. He's like up here, like, trade the little Dorito.
Hey guys, I'm here. I had to
Hey,
go
guys.
home and change real quick.
There's some fucking enigmas in this scene, bro.
Yeah, that's a good.
And it's like,
That's his fucking Santa Claus outfit. We did a podcast. We did a pod, and he's like, "I'll do it, but we're not going to talk about anything except Christmas shit." And he bought that. I was a reindeer. Kurt was a fucking snowman.
Holy fucking shit.
And then we got drunk as fuck and talked about nonsense for fucking an hour and a half.
That's a vibe. I fucking love Trey.
And then he left and he was like, I'm gonna just leave this here.
Yeah, it's been there ever since, dude. Like you haven't touched.
No, it's like some of the niggas in the scene, bro. Like, I swear it's like it's strange and peculiar
Yes.
motherfuckers. But I love it. Also, some of y'all be out here living double lives. I'm about to shout out Cleghorn,
Leg.
bro.
Oh,
Clegg.
it's Cleghorn when he's playing. It's Jonathan.
It's Jonathan.
When he's out and about.
I remember one time when it was like before I barely even knew Clegg, because I was just thinking about niggas who are enigmas, and Clegg is like one of them. Like,
That's the biggest one. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
because like Asa was all like, imagine if Jim from The Office like trapped under ice, and I was like, It is so accurate. Like I literally watched Clegg like fucking like kick motherfuckers and just like mosh for his life and play like the hardest set ever. And then like he'll come into the bar I work at and dress as like Harry Potter for Halloween, like with like his wife.
This is a one for one
friends,
example,
bro. And it's like, okay, Clegg, and I'm just like, what is your life, dude?
It's double. I live a double life.
I fucking love this man.
No,
dude.
he's fucking.
The J. Clegg Mafia.
I've seen that motherfucker do so much just like wild shit. Just like pit calls and like just fucking side to side, like just moshing like hard as fuck, and the motherfucker will just be like,
Go home and go
gotta
to
go
the office in the
kayak.
morning. Yeah, like
Motherfucker
We're going
was-
kayaking tomorrow.
Yes. No, yeah, he owns a kayak.
Yeah.
The motherfucker is just doing like random, like he has like normal friends. He's got like normal life friends.
So this is how he gets it out.
Like he'll just do the
guess.
hardest
The inner-
pants shittingest bass line you've ever heard in your life.
So the demons are getting out on stage, is what it is,
Or something,
And then he's
dude.
got his. Yeah. That's how I do it.
And hearing
Therapy,
and
man.
if you ever get Clegg on this podcast,
I'm sure it's bound to happen,
Bro,
right?
please get
if
Clegg on
you
this
can do me one
podcast.
favor in life,
This
it's
is the
getting Clegg on
chariot
this
of podcasts. This microphone is your microphone. Like
No,
it
please.
truly is for everyone.
Yeah, y'all need to get more death rattle boys on here.
Okay.
For sure. I know you already had Jacob before us, but
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where we don't want too many from one band at one point, and then sometimes somebody has something to
To
promote.
be fair, when we did that, I walked up to Cleghorn and I said, "Hey, why won't you come on Crashcast?" And he said, "Cool, we're gonna send Jacob."
That's true too.
Okay, actually,
He was there when it happened.
I remember that story. Nah, bully that nigga. I'm bullying him right now. Do this shit. I'm like, oh god, bro, Cleghorn.
I just love that band, dude. They're probably one of my favorite new bands from Little Rock. Like,
Yeah,
by far. Like, they just hit the ground running and just haven't stopped.
everybody has. There's something in the water.
Yeah.
It's insane. Every new band I see, I'm like, well, we were never that good. That's crazy. How old are they? They're 10? Oh, they're 10? Yeah.
They're
That's what I
10.
figured. Yeah.
Bro, Through Blood, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're like,
Wait, did you know that? I know they did a podcast, but I don't know if they brought the. You know they like mixed and mastered that whole EP themselves
yes, they did say that.
and recorded that shit too. And I was
And
like,
I'm also older than their parents, and it fucked me up.
I remember they were telling me about that.
That's how young they are.
We ran into them at Guitar Center. Me and Cam were like,
Yeah,
right after they recorded with you, like recorded that podcast.
Oh
with
yeah,
you.
they left here. They were like, "We're going to Guitar Center." I was like, "That's fun."
Yeah, and then we me and Ken were there. Like, I don't remember what the fuck we were doing. We were there and we ran. We're like, what's supposed to dudes? And like, they're like, yeah, we fucking like mixed and matched. Like, and then I listened to that EP. And like, and the thing is, metalcore is not even my shit. Like, I like a '90s, like One King Down shit, but like
Sure.
average. Like, I'm not like a biggest Knock Loose guy or anything like that. But like, I can appreciate when I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers like doing the thing. I listen to it.
Good
like,
is
this
good. You don't have
fucking
to like
hard.
it to appreciate
Like,
it.
they
That's
like
two different things.
Like, I was like, you guys are fucking like
Like, they ate that shit up, dude.
like Gavin's vocals,
high
fucking
school,
crazy.
bro.
It doesn't make sense.
Do you see? Because I remember
That's a
you were
child
there.
with a full-grown adult throat. Like,
were
just
there
like,
when he-
what is in there? How are you doing that?
There's fucking. You were here there when he was fucking sound checking. Like
Yes.
we were right next to each other, fucking, and he just. I'm like, what the fuck?
And he just does it like it's been doing it his whole life.
The motherfucker's going into junior year.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's
what
fucking-
the-
Insane,
it makes
dude.
no fucking sense. I'm just like, what are you?
No, those kids are gonna. I mean, they already are doing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Great.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I've never seen more bands come out and be the first. You were supposed to suck. Like that was the whole thing. Like no, you're not supposed to be good your first show. And now it's like, no, we're fucking awesome because YouTube exists and we can just watch all these examples of.
like what to do. That is true. I know.
There's no learning curve. You
yeah.
just you type it in and learn it at home.
Me and
We
Ace
had to
spend
go-
probably hours looking at like the band's live sets and
Absolutely.
shit. Like, I mean, that's how like. I've definitely learned a lot of shit from like looking at drummers that I like a lot in the scene.
One of
and
my
just, like,
biggest fucking things I ever learned. I'm glad, yes. Because I used to work a lot of shows, bigger shows, with this place called The Village. And one of my fucking favorite bands in the world was playing, and I got to kind of like mildly tech the drums.
Yeah.
And I got to sit down and I was like, damn, why is a snare drum so far away? And he was like, rim shots. And I was like, so that's it. And I was like, all I did was go home and back my throne up like 2 inches.
and that made the difference.
And just ever since then, now I just base it on like, here's where the middle of my stick is, put my ass back a little bit, pop, pop, and then the other shit I just tilted in. Like, of course that's what it is.
Rim shots.
Yeah. Rim shots.
Yeah. I remember when y'all were telling you and Will told me, like, you want to get more power out of your snare.
Every hit.
Fucking make it a rim shot, bro.
Rim shots.
And now, like, I've just, like... And, like, I've listened to y'all. I watched a lot of videos, like Machine Gun Benny from Stuffed on Sight and Tsunami. Like, because he's also a tall drummer. And cause that nigga's, like, 6'9". And also just, like, watching Will play. Yep. Will's 6'3", and just, like, seeing the angle of, like, how they put their snares and, like, where is it relative to the rest of their body.
Yep.
And I'm just like, how do I do that? And, like...
You just go and fuck with it for your version. You know, like, there's a version for your body type that's, like... Every time I hit this motherfucker now, pop, pop, pop,
pop, pop, pop, rim shot, bro. Yeah. Now I be in the practice space. I hit that snare, and these niggas get scared.
Yeah. Well, Will is he's the king god of that sound checking, and it's just like no mic, nothing's even on.
It sounds like a fucking gunshot, bro.
I turn around now, I'm like, Jesus, dude, say something.
Will plays with so much power, and the thing is too is like it's not only does he play with a lot of power, but he still has a lot of speed and a lot of control as well. Right. So like his technique is just, like fucking flawless, dude. Like Will's a beast.
He's a beast. I'm still. Yeah,
Will the Beast.
Will the Beast. dash. Yo, merch.
But yeah, like especially just watching him play this thread shit. Like,
please remind me of that. I'm gonna make that a photo. Please. As soon as this is done, I'm getting my phone. I'm making a Will the Beast. Meme.
Yeah, because he's got a lot of these like fast like. Circle pit, like got,
and his timing on that shit is fucking
it's
wildly
tight,
accurate.
And there's so much like it. One issue that I suffer from is that when I'm playing at higher speeds like that, I lose a lot of power in my snare.
Sure,
Will does not.
No, he doesn't.
And I'm just, which, if you listen to this, Will, I've been meaning to hit you up to ask what do I need to do to learn how to do that shit because like it's just like got, and it's just sounds so good every single time. Like,
well, he does a lot of working out. And he does a lot of upper body shit. And he does the punching. I think that helps a lot.
Damn, I got to go to the gym now? Shit.
No. Literally 2 20-pound dumbbells and a punching bag is all. It's all he's got. He just does shit at home. But he's a vicious drummer. Vicious. I think for my money, I'm a heavy hitter too. I think he's at the top of the dog pile on that one.
He's like one of the, like when it comes to that, is probably the best around here. Like,
just ass beating. Hard punching. Like, I think if you measured it, like if you had instrumentation and you could put measurements on the drums, I think he would come out on top.
Well, yeah, I mean, he literally blew a snare head in half. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, like it wasn't like when I blew my snare in Fayetteville in January.
To be fair, he fucking cranks that thing with a goddamn torque wrench. His snare drum's the tightest snare drum in the world.
True. It's like a fucking battery. Like, it's... Like, yeah, no, Will's shit is... just fucking gnarly.
Yeah,
I need to get on his level. That's the dream.
Same.
It's funny. I've also seen Peyton bust so many. He tightens that shit so tight. That's why it's like.
That's the tone for.
But that's how you get that dodgeball sound, like that. Bing.
Fucking.
Oh yeah.
So many.
Well, you gotta dude, the fucking I don't know what kind of snare head he's using, but that Aquarian Super Dot, that's a bad motherfucker. I mean, you can tighten because it's made for marching snares.
Damn.
And they have a Kevlar drum head that's made for marching snares. I don't think you'd ever pop through.
Kevlar head?
Yeah, they're made to be tight as fuck. Like marching, because it's like...
Yeah.
The tiniest little movement, you get 5 hits.
Wild fucking shit.
That is kind of the whole name of the game, but it's very expensive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Will just uses like Remo and Bass.
He does.
Which is great.
Yeah. I don't know how they last so long.
Me neither.
I really don't.
I think he changes them pretty frequently.
Does he?
Maybe.
He might.
He seems like the type.
Will's actually like good with his, like he's nice to his instruments. I'm like, it's been 2 years now. My new one, I baby. I'm just every time I put it up, I put a sheet over it. And
the new one that you got. Yeah.
I wipe down the hardware, like where my leg goes, and I sweat. I wipe it down. I have a fitted sheet that I fit over the entire kit, cymbals and all.
Well, yeah. How much was the new one again? It was like $14, right, or some shit like that.
It was $1,400, but it's a $2,000 drum set. I got it used from a studio in New York.
Yeah, nigga, $2,000. It's like a 04 Honda Civic. You better take care of that.
I do. Trust me, I do. And I drive an 07 Honda Civic. I'll thank you very much. Yeah, Yeah, that kid's my dream. I mean, it's my dream kid is a Ludwig, but it's like Gretch is right there.
Gretch is so good.
So sick. I cannot wait to play a show.
I got this. I have this Yamaha stage cut. It's actually just the same kit Will has.
Yeah.
But mine's Blue Sunburst. I fucking love that kit, dude. It sounds just really, really
very
good.
Tunable, very versatile too.
Yeah, and I like the hardware system a lot on it. We're really getting into drum nerd shit. I'm
sorry. Yo, if I get going, that's like Kurt turned around, so I know that's where he's like, "What the fuck?"
Sorry.
I've like word vomited about like pedals and shit to like Ken so many times because I'll be like, well, you see, when I loop the EQ through the super overdrive, and if I put that into the HM2, and then the chain snatcher tone's gonna be fucking gas.
Yeah, but you can't put this before that because it'll overpower it. It uses a different supply, so you have to like it can't be on the same supply chain, and you just fucking
of course, because I can't turn.
There's a website you can go to, and it'll tell you exactly.
And we just gotta turn the master distortion down on the thing, and then turn the gain up, and then and I was like. And just for it to sound slightly crunchier.
That's it. Literally.
Oh, like it's slightly different.
I got a 2 dB boost on that. Is it noticeable? Not really.
Sometimes after work, you know Judson.
Yeah.
When after work, sometimes we'll like go to the jam space and we'll just like get his cymbals or whatever, and we'll just jam it like in the middle of the night. And I remember I was even switching guitars. And I was switching guitars, and we were just like riffing and jamming. And I was like, because I have 2 guitars now. I was like, so which one do you like better? And he went, I'm gonna be so real. I cannot tell a difference.
That's it.
I was like, well, you see. Also,
let me explain it to you.
Also, if we're gonna talk about beast drummers, Judson I feel like underrated as a drummer. Fucking, because he was playing in Hypertension until their untimely demise.
Right. That was recent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that motherfucker can play. It's also funny because he's also a super tall drummer. He's like 6'5".
What the fuck?
Yeah, Jed's tall.
Have you ever like stood directly next to Judson?
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
He's like 6'5". I remember when I met him and they told me he was 19. I was like, the fuck? He had a full beard. Walked in. I was like, the fuck?
So this is grown ass man.
So I'm 6'2", so 6'5" doesn't seem that much taller, but it is. You're like, oh shit, you're like fucking wow, that's. Crazy.
And then he walks in with boots on. I'm like,
oh, see, that's cheating.
Oh, what's the point of that?
No, he's 6'5" out of the docks.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, hey,
This nigga be in the Vino's kitchen, 6'6", fucking Michael Jordan sized ass motherfucker
true.
back there making pizza slices.
Watching him crouch down to get to the bottom of it, I was like, bro, that's fucked up. That's why even Phil like crouches down when he puts the pies in because he's too.
Yeah, Phil's like what 6'5" too or some
He
shit.
is
like that?
very
like
tall.
that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All these talk. How long are we going, Kurt?
Yes.
2 hours.
Oh, I have to guess too, like 2:45.
2:45?
Well, we got here at 1 p.m. and it's 3:46.
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
I've been keenly aware of the time because I have to go to work after this.
Oh my bad. Brian didn't even pay attention.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
All right, well we're good.
All right.
Plug y'all shit.
Listen to. We don't have any shows coming up besides Bitter.
No. Change that.
Oh, yeah,
29th is my birthday show as well, so come out and celebrate. We're gonna have like
yeah.
a little cookout, you know.
Sour
Gonna be
House.
partying, gonna be a good time. That's the 29th at Sour House. You can hit up Sour House 501 on Instagram if you need the address. Buy your Bitter pre-sale tickets right fucking now.
Yes.
Do it.
Do it.
It will. The weekend passes will sell out.
Where can they find those at?
They got a website, I think.
They got a website.
Probably on the website.
Yeah, the website.
Or banging the
Instagram.
site, bro. Yeah,
There's a link on Instagram.
Yeah.
There's actually definitely a link on Instagram. Go to the
It's
Instagram.
BITR Fest, right?
Yes, and they will sell out because they've done it both years before now, and there's absolutely zero reason why they wouldn't do it again. They've got fucking gel, they got fucking peeling flesh, like it's fucking Jesus piece.
Right.
Like they're gonna sell out again. So get your shit if you haven't done it already and come see us. You know.
Right on. Hell yeah.
New Chain Snatcher music coming soon. New Dryer Fire music coming soon.
Fuck
We're
yeah.
recording within the next time period. And then
To be clear, soon means in the next 2 weeks to 2 years.
Sure,
Yes.
absolutely. I'm also in a band.
if we have a show, we'll have merch at that show. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Also listen to your also local stream Death Rattle, stream Second Life, the new EP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then the boys, then the homies for real.
Stream Zash, stream Current Sauce, stream Through Blood,
Stream Peach Blush.
the
First to
Nation,
Burn.
First to Burn.
Morbid Visions. Mazinko. Did you say Blast already?
No, Blast. Blast has got
Stream
some out
Blast.
coming out too. They got a single and
They
an album
do.
coming out
Yeah,
soon.
Blast got some sick shit coming out. Ooh, I heard that
Heard
shit.
it was fire as fuck. Listen to Threat. Listen to
Listen to the Memphis homies, Human Shield,
Kiss Before Dying.
Kiss Before Dying.
Listen to Calamity. Listen to just go back. Listen to Benadryl. They haven't recorded music.
You better
Yeah.
name them all because now you've named too many. You're gonna forget a couple.
We did this. We got interviewed by Dead Party. We did this exact same thing. I'm just running out.
I'm just naming. Listen, fuck it. Arkansas versus everybody, nigga.
That's right.
If they're from the 501 or the 870, you already know the place you need to go.
Hell tight. Vulgarity. They're not from here. They're from Springfield. There's a few fucking primitive rage and fucking security footage and menace and just any band that's from the
Stream
general
all the
area.
niggas, stream all the homies. Shout out all of y'all. Thank y'all for the support. We love you.
And stream Crashcast Pod on Twitter and wherever pods are sold. YouTube. Twitter's Crashcast Pod 1. Check us out on Patreon. Please, God. Please, please, please. That's how we buy Liquid Deaths for our friends and Pink Lemonades for Kennedy. Thank you for listening. Peace.
Nigga.
Hell yeah. Ding! I'm not even putting outro music on that one.